welcome to go.
Hey, Joe, how are you?
I gotta pat you down though, pal.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
All right.
Got anything on you? Anything I should know?
I got nothing.
Anything weird going on?
What?
All right, you go in, Tony. Good.
Thanks, Joe. Appreciate it. Thanks.
Hi, I'm Tom Kelly of The Tom Kelly Show. Yes, this is not the only time I've gotten on my knees in the back room of a comedy club.
The Knockem Dead Comedy Radio Show is also brought to you by Two Eagles Auto Body. For more than 25 years, Two Eagles Auto Body has been the leader in auto body repairs and customer satisfaction on Long Island. Two Eagles Auto Body handles every type of auto repair, from custom applications and restorations to repairs involving insurance claims. Give Two Eagles Auto Body a call and please ask for John Rossi at 516-328-2527. That's 516-328-2527.
Hey, how do you say there, people? It's Johnny Brennan, creator of the Jerky Boys, also of Fox TV's Family Guy fame. I just want to let you know you're listening to Tony on the Knockem Dead radio show. They're gonna keep knocking them dead, so keep listening, you wacky sons of bitch. Right there. Over and out there, sweet Charlie.
Long time no see, man. Hey, man, I miss you guys, man, at Knockem Dead Comedy Radio.
Hey, Tony, you're not funny, and you probably shit yourself a lot, and you're no fun to be with, and you don't make that much money, and you're not going anywhere in show business, and I hope you get hit by a bus.
Tony, 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 Tony,
Tony. You know Tony.
Tony.
Tony Walker.
Tony Walker. Tony Walker, everybody. Stand up, Tony. Where are you? Tony Walker. Thank you so much, mate.
But I really like Tony.
Forget about it.
Tony is a wonderful guy. Tony is wonderful. Tony is wonderful. Tony is a wonderful guy.
Tony, Tony, pup, Tony. Pup, 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 pup. Tony, 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 Tony. Pup, 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 pup. Tony, Tony. Tony, 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 Tony. Pup, 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 pup. Tony, 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 Tony. Pup, pup, pup. Tony, 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 pup. Tony, pup. Tony, 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 pup, 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 pup. Tony, Tony.
Talking to the microphone by people.
You were told to talking to the
I was
microphone?
like, oh,
Why?
that works?
People complain they can't hear you?
They were like, oh, you have to actually talk. I was like, it works? I thought it was just like a prop.
Yeah, it's just, this is all fake. It's not even on YouTube. It's just for my own personal. Hi, everybody. Happy Valentine's Day. Look at Rosie. She's all red and hot and all that
I'm
good stuff.
ready for,
And she's actually, let me see if I could, let me see if I can get a good camera. Yeah, all right. Let me see. This will help a little bit. I want to show everybody what you're doing around here. So Rosie's decorating the place. She's got all sorts of cool stuff going on. All right, yeah, so check this out.
you need a little woman's touch around here.
Well,
It's
I
kinda...
need a woman's touch every day. So she's got the Valentine gnome.
Yeah, the little gnome.
What do we got here?
Do you know what they say about gnomes?
No.
That
What
if you have gnomes in front of you, I didn't know. I love these gnomes for every holiday.
Okay.
And somebody was like, that means you're a swinger. I was like, what? I thought that was the upside down pineapple. So now I have to be careful. I keep the gnomes inside.
I heard something about chairs, too. You have certain colored chairs.
Well, I'm not a swinger, but I do love gnomes. And isn't he cute?
Sure.
Look at this guy. He doesn't even have eyes.
Where's his eyes?
I don't know. They're under his hat.
Oh, he's got a white beard like me.
Yeah, he's cute. He's cute.
So Valentine's Day, it's all about the love. So you're not swinging on Valentine's.
No, I'm not swinging ever.
Wow, you like disgusted.
No, that's gross.
Is it? It's gross?
Yeah.
I know. I have no idea.
No, it's not for me.
So what? Well, all right, but it is. But Valentine's Day to me is almost like. I don't know. Did I bring this up last week? They should just call it Sex Day. It's almost like a guaranteed couples night to just go be romantic, but then it's.
Yeah, and it's like, I don't know. It's one of these Hallmark holidays, and you should be lovey
all the time.
Other days.
Yeah, but this is a nice day to just put everything else aside and celebrate.
Yeah.
You're not digging it.
A guarantee.
You're not a Valentine's Day person.
No.
Why?
Because I'm a cold-hearted bitch.
I don't believe that for a second.
I am.
Do you hate your husband? I'm
no,
joking. Totally
I
joking.
don't.
Totally
I don't
joking.
hate him. Are you kidding me? He's great.
Is he?
But I just feel like Valentine's Day winds up being like today I'm leaving here and I'm going to the class and we're doing a project. I brought you one. You can decorate it too. I have some extras.
Well, what are we talking? What class? What are we talking about?
My son's 5th grade class. So I'm a class mom, so we have to do a project, and then you have to get the gift for the teacher, and you got to do,
Really on Valentine's Day, you got to get
for grandma, and
Oh yeah, right, okay.
It becomes another thing to do.
School has become expensive. Like every occasion, I have to get Like I had to, we had to get gifts for the bus driver, and then in my case, my daughter, she's on the spectrum, so you had to get, gifts for all the aides and the teachers. Like we didn't do that when I was a kid. I don't know about you, but when I was a kid, we didn't do that. My mother didn't know, who anybody was.
No, but my girlfriend Yana, she teaches in a district.
Yeah.
That the parents don't organize the way like we do in our district.
Oh.
So she has showed me over the years the gifts that she gets. It's like a half-used bottle of perfume.
That's great.
Old chocolate.
Is this on Long Island?
Yeah.
Really?
And she's a specialty teacher. And so she does ENL, which is the new word for English as a second language, because it's not you can't assume it's the second language. They might speak, Farsi, Swahili, English, and something else. So it's English as a new language, because they could speak to it.
Hey, at least they're learning it, so that's good.
They're learning. So, but she would say to me, "Oh my God, what did you get the teacher?" And I'm like, "Oh well, we collected $300, and we got her a little pouch, and we got her a Stanley cup." And she's like, "Oh, that's nice. Good for you." Good for her.
Although, I don't mind getting gifts for Miss Masacchio. I'll tell you that.
Oh, Megan is the best.
She is the best. What? Now, oh, does the gnome have a name? A name gnome? Gnome name?
No, we can name him. We'll name him Tom Kelly.
Tom Kelly, who will be here at noon.
Oh.
He wrote to me this morning, what time do you want me? I was like, well, the whole show? I was like, but whatever's easier for you. I said, you want to come in the last half hour? He goes, yeah, I'm coming in the last half hour.
Okay. He must have had a Valentine's night early.
Ooh, I hope for his sake he did.
He must have.
That's a nice way to start the day.
Who knows?
What are your plans? Any special? Well, you're going to your son's class, but for Valentine's Day, any special?
I have a show in Nyack.
Oh, that's right. I totally forgot.
Over the bridge.
Is Dan LaRocco's on that, right?
Yes.
Yeah, he's awesome. I love that kid.
I think so.
Yeah, I think I saw him
I know
on the flyer.
Ivory is.
Ivory's awesome. That guy is, I can't say enough great things about that
And
man.
I'm so excited because I have family, my husband's cousins, they're going with their adult children and some friends, and they're going to make a night of it. And
cool.
So I'm excited to see everybody.
I want to see.
You know, no pressure.
I want to see if I can find the flyer because I'm pretty sure I saw Dan. Oops, what happened? All right, let's see.
So I'm ready to go live with my comedy page.
Ooh, exciting.
Apparently, what I wrote originally was terrible, wordy. I needed commas. I needed everything. So I just said, okay, well, then just do it for me.
So and well, do it for me. Who are we talking to?
My a girl that works with us at the business, Brenna. She's the social media manager.
Okay.
And she was like, "What is this? What the hell is this? No one's going to read this. This is too much.
Really?
They're going to be like, ew, annoying." So.
What, like your bio and stuff?
Yeah,
That's too
like
much?
it was just like, I just was like blah 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 blah, and it was like, and Tony Walker and I, and see what we're going to be up to, and she's like, no, this is too much, too many words. Like now, too many words.
Not at all. Not at all. So when is it going live? When is
I don't know.
popping?
It may be in between here and I don't know the class.
So what do you got? So you have an About Rosie page. You have
because like
photos.
I said, I want to make it like a little bit less. Would you like a chocolate? Do you have any allergies?
No, I do. However, I don't think I've talked to you about this yet.
Uh-oh.
I do have a very.
You're allergic to your leg.
Well,
That's what happened.
I'm allergic. Yes, so we had to get rid of it. Well, I was going to say I'm allergic to my bone, but that's the case with most women. They're allergic to my bone. They don't want to touch it.
Ooh, these are yummy.
Yeah. What is it? Just straight milk chocolate?
No, it has like more chocolate inside, but the chocolate is kind of like softer than most chocolate.
Like caramel?
No.
Oh.
Fudgy.
Fudgy.
It's fudgy.
See, all right, that's what I was about to say.
They're
See,
fudgy.
I have a very weird. I think like basically a baby palate. I think.
You don't like things.
I don't like anything. I eat like maybe 10 foods and that's it.
So you like chicken fingers, French fries, pizza.
All right. Well, no to 2 out of 3 of those.
What?
Yeah.
So you're not into like charcuterie boards with like
Oh.
all kinds of fancy stuff and like
Forget it.
prosciutto and
Forget
olives
it.
and that's no.
No.
What do you order when you go out?
I'll find whatever meat and potato they have. Yeah.
So you like steak and mashed potatoes, and do you like any vegetables?
I love broccoli.
Okay.
Love broccoli.
I love broccoli too.
Nice. So we can go out on a date for
I
Valentine's
like
Day.
everything though, except
Well, and that's why you're
salmon.
awesome.
It's disgusting.
Good morning, Romeo.
Good morning. I want to wish everybody a happy VD Day.
Same to you.
Unfortunately, I won't be able to watch the whole show. I have my colleagues and I are going out to lunch at 11:30. But
I thought that was yesterday.
Yesterday was the reunion. It was the reunion, and it was so my close friends came down, and instead of having lunch here, which usually I have them over here, they decided to go to a restaurant. And so they made it at 11:30, and then they're flying out at 6:00 tonight. So I just want to got to get prepared for that.
You and your former retired police pals, you guys all behave yourself at your reunion yesterday?
We were a bunch of old dicks yesterday. Yes.
Well, It's every day. All right. Well, you enjoy your lunch, and I know what you're really doing. You're all having a little circle jerk for Valentine's Day, but you enjoy that.
No. We're just reminiscing and telling.
They don't allow that in restaurants.
You don't know what restaurant he's going to.
Since COVID.
Oh, since COVID.
Before then, it was okay.
Yeah, we're going to a great restaurant, and like I said,
Can't see my decor.
Great to see a lot of tears, a lot of sadness, a lot of laughs. Who do we lose? And this and that.
Yeah, I bet.
Rosie, you have a beautiful display of roses.
Yeah, I'm trying to zhuzh up the place. It's very masculine in here.
Very what, the place?
Zhuzh it up.
Zhuzh it up.
As long as it doesn't smell like masculine, you don't have to worry about it.
Yeah, that's true.
This is the,
Yeah,
All
look at her. She got
Tony
red glasses,
Walker.
red outfit. Oh, boy, I love it. All right, goodbye, guys.
Goodbye. All right, see now, yeah, that's on a delay. So now that we'll stick
so
with.
we're panning out.
Yeah, so we'll stick with that. Let me. Can I do any better with that? Yeah, that's pretty much it.
That's it. That's all we need.
That's good. So yeah, so now we have a little bit of a better view, although we still don't see the gnome. Oh no, we do. There he is. So what don't we see? I feel like we're not seeing everything. Oh, we don't see the heart. And what do we got here? Oh, we
those
got
are
Oh, okay. More hearts.
Those are more hearts.
Oh, we still can't. All right, wrong.
And a little love note.
Oh, a little love note.
See, a little love note. Aren't they so cute? I'm like,
yeah, this is
you know
cool
what it is?
stuff.
I got into for a while these like trays that were popular to put on the center of your table. And for every holiday, I had to have all these little tchotchkes for the holidays. So I had, I was online and Etsy ordering. And then you have the Easter stuff. And then you have the, it gets heady.
But it makes things, festive and fun.
It's cute.
Yeah, it's cute. And yeah, like John said, you got the red glasses going.
I have a lot of glasses.
Do you? And these are all prescription?
They're readers.
Oh, okay. Yeah. That's cool looking. I like, the whole...
But now it's gotten to the point where I can't even see what I'm eating without them. So they're eaters.
Eaters.
Readers.
The eater readers.
They're phoners. It's crazy. I mean, that's what happens.
I want you to know that you are not alone with this. For it is Valentine's Day. And, of course, I am a romantic, and it's all about the chocolate.
Oh, I love chocolate. And what's better than Hershey? I just said that the other day. Thank you. I think there's nothing better than Hershey's.
Oh, I agree 100%.
Like all these fancy pants
Yep.
boxes of chocolates that
No
I gotta
need.
read what's inside and then go, I don't want that.
Just go with a straight
I don't want
Hershey
that.
bar.
That's got like jam inside or
Exactly.
chewy peach.
Chewy peach.
I just want
Straight up chocolate.
Thank you. I will have this with wine later.
Ooh, have that with wine. Oh, yeah, see now. Oh.
Thank you.
You're gonna have? See, I would love to celebrate Valentine's Day with you. How great would that be?
I hope you like big flannel pajamas.
Yeah, you're in a moment.
That's what I wear.
Oh, yeah. See, I would put some on too, and we would snuggle.
I gotta stop talking like Olga. It's becoming like a problem.
I was here last night. Laura Patton was here. I was talking to Laura, and your name came up. Oh, you know what it was? I said to her, I heard all about you. She goes, what do you mean? I said, Rosie fessed up. She goes, you guys saw me at Louis C.K. and you were checking me out. And she denied the whole time. But then we started talking about, how much we're enjoying you as, a newer person in our world. Oh, and then we said, we both agreed that you do a great Olga. Although Laura did say, she goes, a lot of people do great Olgas, which I guess they do.
Well, it's not,
but,
it's like a,
yes.
But I can't stop doing it. Like, it's like a problem. Like, it's becoming too natural. Like,
yeah,
like
then
ordering food that way at places. I'm like, I'll have a hamburger. And I'm like, what's wrong with her? I'm like, I'm sorry.
But then if you're doing it like Olga, then you got to say, a cheeseburger with a side of cock.
Yeah, with
something
a blowjob first.
I'm not paying you. I'm just going to give you a blowjob.
But it's okay because it's for Israel.
See, but you're Olga. Like, I could close my eyes and I'd be like, holy shit, is Olga sitting next to me?
I think she's so funny.
Oh, she's hysterical. It's been a problem. I think she's only been in here once. I try so hard to get her in here. I've tried to get her to do her own show in here. I'd like to know what that's all about. Like, where did all this come from?
I don't know. We're gonna find out. I'm gonna
Yeah, I
get. We're
think
gonna. I'm gonna talk to that woman.
Yeah.
Talk to her. Find out.
All right. Now, also, I have something else I was thinking about for Valentine's. Well,
What's that?
It's not really for Valentine's Day, but first of all, I don't know about you, but I got a lot of feedback from last Friday.
You did?
Oh yeah. Well, how many shows are you gonna watch where a guy's ball pops out?
Oh, that part. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're washed and folded, by the way, everybody.
Thank goodness.
They're not still in my car with.
With the smell of my nuts.
Well, there was no scent.
Well,
that I
all right.
know.
Well, that's a good thing.
I didn't go in for a sniff.
You didn't drive all the way home?
Going for a sniff. But there was a couple of stragglers hanging.
Oh,
so those
sorry.
are gone now.
Thank God.
Those are gone. Took them out of the evidence bag with my giant tweezers and threw them in the wash.
Evidence bag.
And they're going to go into the book now. And now they're really going to go into the scrapbook because that was.
Is that the scrapbook right there?
No, this is my giant. It has about, so if it has 1,000 pages, 987 of them are unnecessary. Because I really only need the calendar.
Oh.
But no, this is how I keep track of like my shows
your
and what's
stuff.
going on. But then I'm like still in middle school and I like my little stickers. So like I get these dumb stickers. So it's like night out, nails. I don't
Let's
know.
go, girlfriend.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah.
I still have that phone that's like you lay on your bed with your feet up in the air and you're like, it's clear and you can see all the things inside.
It lights
with the
up.
cord. Yeah, no, I have to have that old school planner.
Of course. Of course. Who doesn't?
I'm still on the Met leg.
Oh, is that? Oh, you know what? Laura actually said that. She said that. She goes, she's infatuated with your Met leg. I said, yeah, she seemed a little surprised.
Surprised? It's not every day that out pops like a
Met leg.
It's like a titanium leg of ham. That's what it reminds me of.
Titanium leg of ham.
You know, like a see like a ham hanging. It's like a titanium.
And Rocky would start punching it as he's working out.
That would hurt.
Gonna fly now. Yeah, that's.
Well, if I ever have to lose a leg, and I hope not to.
I hope not
no
as
offense,
well. No, none taken.
I would get a Pearl Jam leg.
A Pearl Jam leg. Well, that's the thing. You're allowed to get whatever you want.
That's so cool.
You just give them like a ratty shirt or a cloth with what you want on it, and that's. I did try to get them. I gave them a shirt of buckwheat. My when I was in high school, my nickname. I dressed up as buckwheat for Halloween in 8th grade, and the nickname just stuck. So
and you didn't get immediately canceled as an adult when they found this out?
True story. I was walking through
buckwheat.
I was. I'm a huge Little Rascals guy.
I love that.
Love that.
Happy birthday,
Mr. Hood, happy birthday to you.
To make your birthday present good, I give
this present to you.
I love the Little Rascals.
Love Little. I've said it many times on the show. It was
love
like
that.
I was like a kid at Christmas. I met Spanky.
You did?
It was like meeting Santa Claus.
And he was putting the groceries in the bag for you, right?
Right.
He was like, "Thank you, come again." So what? No, really. Where did you meet him?
Blockbuster Video right here in Levittown on Hempstead Turnpike.
I was kidding about it. No, he was working there.
No, I was driving by.
Okay.
Big sign. Spanky McFarland of the Little Rascals today at 1:00. I swear to you, I looked at my watch. This was 1991. I looked at my watch. It was 12:50. I was like, "Fuck this!" I turned around, drove right in, got online. There was a new book that came out, and he was there to sign it.
And it was like his book, or was it a book about the Little Rascals?
It was a book about the Little Rascals. He didn't write it. Leonard Maltin actually wrote it. The guy he used to be on Entertainment Tonight.
And Darla.
I love
And
the Little Rascals.
Alfalfa. I love them.
Yeah.
My father was a big fan. We used to watch them all the time. And
I
then they
have them all.
got pulled. But my father had them all on like VHS.
Yes,
think.
I had them on
We had the
VHS.
whole
Now I have them
collection.
all on DVD.
Because Cosby's.
That's an urban legend.
It is? He pulled the
Cosby
plug on
never bought them. That's an urban
So where
legend.
did they go?
Nobody was putting them on. But now you can buy them. I even have, believe it or not, even for back then, 100 years ago, by their standards, there was one episode that was banned, that was censored. The censors would not allow it. I have it. I have a bootleg copy of
Which
this
one was
episode.
that?
So They're out and about doing their thing, and they find a stray dog.
Okay.
They feel bad for the dog. They like nurse him, and like he wasn't in great shape, and they're nursing him. They're bringing him back to health, and they're paying a lot of attention to him. So Petey, the dog, gets jealous. I swear to you, this is true. I have it. I could show you. So he gets jealous. So there's a scene where Petey hangs himself.
What?
I swear to you, he
Okay.
there's the rope is hanging. He gets up on a chair. He puts his head through the noose, and he kicks the chair out. And you see the dog dangling. I mean, it's very quick, but he's dangling for a quick second. And then of course they save him, and everybody's fine. But
that's dark.
that's very dark. It's very dark and disturbing. And so even back then they said, no, you're not showing this one. It never came out, but I got my hands on it some years back.
Huh.
It's crazy. That's how much I love the Little Rascals.
I love the Little Rascals,
I
and I
Petey
feel
commit
like
suicide.
now every show has to have a lesson. Like then they didn't have to have a lesson. They were having fun. They were
Right.
kids. It was funny.
It was just absurd.
It was
crazy.
totally absurd. The things
Yep.
that they would pull.
The one where they were caddies with the monkey making the weird noises.
I don't know that one. Maybe I don't remember. I've seen them all. I don't
The
remember
monkey
all of them.
he's making the weird noises, and they're like caddies, and they had no idea what the monkey's eating all the golf balls. No, that's my favorite one.
But now it's like
great.
I watch shows, especially when my son was younger, and every show is like, so today we learned how to put a stamp on an envelope. And I'm like, really? Because I wish my staff would watch that fucking episode. How about that?
It's gotten worse though now. Now they're not learning lessons. Now the adults are always the dumb ones, and the kids like pick on the adults. That's why I think kids are so disrespectful today. Because like you watch like iCarly. My kids watched iCarly like crazy. All the adults were dummies.
Who was in that? Was that like Selena Gomez? Who was like the now star that was in that show?
What's her name? Lambert? Something Lambert. I think Marissa Lambert. I forget her name.
I don't know. I was too old for that and wasn't a mom yet.
Oh,
so
okay,
I miss that.
Yeah. That's one thing about kids that I don't, having little kids I don't miss. I hated all those. Franklin, the turtle.
Oh, that was so boring.
Oh.
I never really watched that. But now there's shows where like every episode is like, today we're going to learn how to share again. And okay, you want kids to be nice to others, and they learn that stuff too. But it's like, I don't know. I liked my shows as a kid, just watching like Pee Wee Herman be like absolutely ridiculous.
We watched that stuff. We learned everything like you just said. We learned how to be respectful, learned how to be nice, learned how to do things while watching Bugs Bunny shoot Elmer Fudd in the face.
Yes.
And it was hysterical.
And the Roadrunner and all of these people and all of these animals acting like maniacs and blowing people up and
hilarious. Yeah. And I still, to this day, laugh at Bugs Bunny.
Yeah, no, but now it's,
It
forget
makes me
Tom
mad.
and Jerry.
Oh, Tom and Jerry was great.
Now it's just, they
Yep.
sit on the bed and they're like, today we're gonna learn about how to be so nice. And I'm like, what is going on? It's just.
I agree. And maybe that's why there's all this pent up frustration. They're shooting each other.
Yeah.
We were watching all this violence, and we weren't shooting each other up when we were kids.
No.
Now they're watching all these nicety nice, wimpy shit, and they're going to school and shooting each other.
Yeah, like the Christmas Story, the bully chasing the kids down the alley in the snow, and the kid laying there like this, Now it's like,
Right.
I don't know.
All right, let me read some comments.
They're all too nice.
Yeah, I agree. Lillian Rodriguez says hello. She says, love you, Rosie.
What's going on?
There's Lillian right there. Ann is watching, and of course, John is all excited to see Ann. Fremder, if you want Tony to eat something, you have to make airplane noises. Yeah, I'm telling you, it's bad. I don't eat pizza.
Okay.
I
know one other person and that I work with, and she doesn't eat pizza. So every time I order pizza for the staff, I got to be like, so, Michelle, do you want a salad? with grilled
Oh
chicken?"
no, I tell everybody, do not make any exceptions for me. Get whatever you're getting. If I'm not eating it, that's on me.
So you like steak and pork chops and potatoes, and you like bread?
Yes.
You like garlic bread?
No.
What? Do you like pasta?
No.
Not even with like butter and cheese?
No.
Do you
no.
like pastina?
That's why I don't like pizza, 'cause I hate cheese. I hate cheese.
Of all kinds.
Of all kinds.
Not
I
even
don't-
American cheese.
No.
Not even the cheap shit that comes in the plastic wrap.
Cheese is just mushy and gross to me. It's gross. Yeah, I hate it. I won't eat a cheeseburger. I don't even like ketchup. Meat and bun. If you make a hamburger just right, if you make a steak just right, you don't need sauce.
But do you
don't
eat
need
it well done?
I'm not picky. You serve
Oh,
me a
you
steak.
are picky.
Well, when it comes to my meat, I'm not picky. You could serve me a super rare steak. You could serve me a well done
So you
steak.
don't
I don't
eat
care.
like sushi or
No.
You don't eat. How about Chinese food?
Nope.
Not even like just chicken and broccoli?
No.
You like broccoli?
I do.
What about beef and broccoli?
No.
Why, the sauce?
Yes. It's true.
What happened to your taste buds?
They never developed, I guess. I've been this way my whole life. My mother who texted Happy Valentine's Day, son and Rosie. She did.
Hi.
But she will verify that. I've always
Do you
been
have
this way.
siblings?
I have a brother who eats normal. He's not normal in life, but he eats normal. He's the nice one. I'm the weirdo, mean brother.
How about buffalo wings?
Not really.
What do you do on Super Bowl Sunday?
I'll cook a steak. I don't really. I used to go out a lot for Super Bowl the last maybe 5 years or so. I don't know. I've just kind of gotten out of it. So I just sit at home by myself. Sometimes my son will sit with me and we'll watch Super Bowl. I make a nice big steak for myself.
It's so boring.
Oh, but the Super Bowl is boring?
Yeah, and your palate. But
Well,
that's
yeah.
Super Bowl too.
Well, this year it was boring, yeah. Depends who's playing, but
Yeah, but it's just
yeah.
it's not for me.
Oh, all right. Let me.
Who else is on there?
Let's see. So
let's see what's going on.
Frit, a.k.a. Tiffany, says hello.
Hi.
What? It's good there's not a bull in the room, says Fremder. I don't know what that means. Fremder, how can nobody else know this but me? A heart was intended to be upside down because it looks like an ass. I guess it kind of does, but...
Yeah, it does.
So what are you saying, though? Like, you're saying that...
Let's see what's inside this bonbon. Keep
Bonbon.
going. Bonbon.
Chocolate's great, but I'd rather have a chewy peach, if you know what I'm saying.
Ew. Who's that pig?
That's Fremder.
Oh, my
Jessica
God.
Gross. Hey, Rosie.
Hi, Jess.
Happy Valentine's Day to you, she says. Fremder, I could use an iron to take the wrinkles out of my balls.
This guy with
Pretty
the jokes.
Oh, Fremder is, he's all day. Gov's Comedy Club, where you're guaranteed to find a nut or two. If Rocky was a vegetable, he'd be the Italian scallion. Ugh.
Wow.
There's a name for people that are obsessed with Little Rascals.
What?
Yeah, I don't know what he's talking about. Not too many people know this, but Pee Wee was accused of shooting someone in the back of the head in a theater. Oh, goodness. Too much Italian gives me pizzeria. Oh, my goodness. James Grimm is watching. Hello, James. Carol Miner is watching as well. Tony eats like a toddler. Yes. GD.
No, I know toddlers that at least eat pasta, pizza,
Well, true.
cheese. Do you
Yes.
eat yogurt?
No.
I don't know what to do with you.
Oh, yes, you do.
No way. I don't understand that. I love everything.
She's getting mad. She's throwing
I
stuff.
am because I love food. It's like my passion.
And see, that's my thing. More for you then. I'll be over here eating a burger. You can eat. There's more of all the good stuff for you.
Not even chicken fingers?
No.
Chicken nuggets.
No.
Dino nuggets.
No. What? Diner nuggets?
Dino.
Oh, no. I like chicken breast, and that's pretty much it. As far as chicken is concerned.
I'm blown away. I'm blown away.
Sorry.
This masterful interviewer here that eats nothing.
Masterful.
Masterful interviewer.
I like it. We'll be interviewing Tom Kelly. He's coming in about a half hour to spend the last half hour with us.
He's very popular in Massapequa.
Well, he lives there. I'm a former neighbor of his. I could when I was living with Sally, who used to do the show with me, we were like 3 houses away from him. We could see his house from our house. And his father, we have a joke. All right, so here's a little more weirdness for you. I think I may have told you this. I was Sally's second. We weren't married on paper, but we consider ourselves married. So I was her second husband. Her first husband was also missing his leg.
Yes, you
I
said.
did tell you that,
She
right?
She has a type.
She has a fetish, yeah. So he just came out that way. Mine, yeah, I was allergic to. We had to get rid of it. So he lived, when she moved to this house in Massapequa, the father. My mother says I've been like this since I was 2. What happened before 2?
You just drank milk.
Yep, I don't even like milk. So
What?
What?
Do you
what?
like booze?
So no, I don't drink booze. I don't drink at all. I just drink water. I hate soda.
How
Hate
about
the
seltzer?
No. Oh. Blech. I just drink water. That's all I drink all day long. I probably go through like 2 or 3 of these a day. That's probably what's saving me from all the crap.
I was going to say, with all that steak, I don't know how you're even still here.
So what happened before I was 2? I was eating normal. What'd you do to me? See, this is new information to me. I didn't know
Because
that.
when you're tiny, you're eating like whatever mom gives you.
Whatever
You don't
they
have
shove
to
in your face.
Say. You're
Right,
eating
but then-
like rice meal, and you're
But then when
eating-
I was 2, I was like,
probably. But what is she going to do?
But I would think I'd be used to all that stuff.
No.
Well, that's weird.
Once you can start making choices, I have to take this jacket off.
Yeah, here we go.
All right.
Put on the stripper music.
So what did you do this week?
So, well, I want to finish my Tom Kelly
Oh
story.
yeah, that's right, Tom Kelly.
So when Sally moved into the house, her ex-husband, he lived there for like a week. When she moved in, the husband was still around, so he moved in. So he leaves. I then move in a few years later. Tom Kelly's father, because we were both one-legged men, Tom Kelly's father. So as I'm getting to know the neighbors and stuff, Tom Kelly's father would like be walking by or driving by, and he would talk, "Hey, Sally, how you doing? How's it going?" I'd be like, "Hi, how are you?" Nothing. Guy wouldn't even look at me. I was like, "What the hell?" It's like, at first, I was like, "All right, maybe he's just talking. Maybe he's just concentrating." Then what happened again? I'm like, after a while, I'm like, "What the fuck?" And then after that, I'm like, "Screw him. I don't care. He doesn't want to talk to me." So, but I would see Tom, and Tom and I would talk. So it turns out that his father thought it was the same guy because we both were missing our right leg. So he was like, "Fuck him. That guy left his family. I don't care that he's back now. He shouldn't have ever left." He thought it was the same guy. So he never talked to me.
Was that guy bald?
Yeah. He had a little bit more hair than me, but
He probably thought
balding.
through all the stress
Yeah, right.
from leaving the family.
But I don't know how he confused us because I'm much better looking. But then I ended up leaving. So Tom and I joked, we're like, "Yeah, there's no way this guy's ever going to talk to me again."
No, you're done.
Oh,
that
well.
whole block.
Oh yeah, exactly.
Don't ever go to the block party. I'll tell you right now.
We're right at, oh, look at that. I just got a text. "Please tell Rosie I asked you to French kiss her for me."
Who's that?
That was Jackie the Joke Man Martling, who just texted me that. I texted him earlier to wish him a happy birthday.
Jackie!
Today is Jackie's birthday.
Happy birthday, Jackie.
He is 106.
Happy birthday, Mr.
Mr.
Hood.
Martling, happy birthday to you. Rosie's gonna kiss you.
I want to stump him with a joke.
And you
Thinking
get a
about
prize.
that last night.
There was a guy a few years ago. We had Jackie in here. A guy stumped him right here on this show.
Really?
And Jackie never gave him a prize. So I've yelled at Jackie a few times about that. And I take that back. He may have sent him something since. I'm not sure. But yeah, the guy stumped him right here on this show.
Huh.
Yep. We are working on it. I did talk to him about possibly, getting in here soon. And then Peter was here last night too. Peter Bales. And yeah, he said Fridays are good for him, so we just have to pick a day. Because I said it's got to be a Friday when Rosie's here.
Good.
I think it'll be a lot of fun with those guys and you. Oh, we're opening the Hershey's?
I think I might have to have a piece of the Hershey's now. Nothing like Hershey's for breakfast.
And I did the right thing. I bought another one for Tom for when he gets in.
Well, Tom was telling me last time I saw him at the brokerage that, he's getting into such good shape, so he might not want his. So we might get lucky with another one.
Now you're talking.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that'd be cool if he turns it down. He's getting into shape, huh? Okay.
I told him he looked just fine.
Yeah, I'll be honest. I didn't know. I didn't realize he was out of shape. He never looked out of shape
No.
to me. Did I just get chocolate on this microphone? Tom Kelly, you can see him tomorrow night at the brokerage.
He was
He's
here
great.
last night.
He was here last night.
Mm-hmm.
Peter Bales, Laura Patton, Joe Cavello was hosting. Who else was here? The banjo. Les Bayer. Vinny D'Agostino was here. Yeah, it was and a packed house too.
Yep.
Which was nice.
Mm-hmm.
Aaron says, happy birthday, Jackie. Okay, so I mentioned the response from my balls popping out last week, and I was thinking how outrageous that show was. And I'm thinking, what else can be done? What other outrageous things can be done? So while I'm trying to come up with something, I noticed this morning. Last night before I came here, I did a little shaving, the neck and the head. And then this morning, I forget what I was doing. But my hand was back here, and I felt like some hair. And I'm like a couple of spots that I think I may have missed. And then I noticed, like, right on top of right by the ear, I missed a spot. And I'm like, son of a bitch. And I'm like, fuck, I went out last night. I'm looking like an idiot. And this was just like at 9:20 this morning as I'm getting ready to come here. So I'm like, shit, I don't have time to shave. So I was like, all right, well, there you go. It's Valentine's Day, and it's something outrageous. I was like, fuck, I'm going to ask Rosie to shave me.
Your head?
Yeah.
I did that for my husband during COVID.
Yeah.
Because you couldn't get haircuts. And he was like, do it like this. Do it like this. With the buzzer. And I don't know what happened. I just lost. I was like, and I felt so bad. He had the worst haircut ever. But you know what happened? He never asked me again. That's what you got to do. That's why I load the dishwasher like an absolute gorilla. Because now nobody wants me to do it. I'm smarter than you think.
But loading the dishwasher, that's the beauty of a dishwasher. You don't have to spend time doing dishes. Just throw it all in there.
No, because you got to wash them first. What's with, rinse them off first. I
don't
want to
do
put
that.
them in with a whole broccoli on them.
I do
Done?
that.
Here, scrape, put. Rinsey. Then you got to shake the extra water off and put them in. By the time I'm done with that, I'll just wash the damn dish.
That's the same mentality as we got to clean the house. The cleaning ladies are coming.
Well, I do it more for you just don't want them to move all your shit and put it where you can't find it.
Well, yeah, absolutely. Hi, you're on the air.
Happy Valentine's. I love you, Tony Walker.
Wait, I know this voice.
Oh, all right. I'm not going to tell Rosie.
Don't tell me who it is. I know this voice.
And by the way, I love the way you're swallowing that chocolate so easily and so
That's
fast.
fucking Jeff Bosey.
And by the way, it's not the little hairs that are still on your head that make you look like an idiot.
Oh, I know that. I know it takes a lot more to fix this.
I was so tempted to come over there, and you had an invitation of somebody shaving your head, and I was like, oh, this is a moment for me.
Have you seen his face lately? He needs me to shave him.
I like him with a beard.
I do too, but I saw him on Tuesday night.
Yeah.
Oh, I just recently went to my barber, and he put the warm towel over my face, and he pushed and shoved and smacked me around like the little whore I am.
See, that's the thing. I can't have you shave my face or my head because, I'll be getting poked in the back of the head, and my head will be moving all around, and then I'll get cut.
Jeff, are you outside?
No, I'm definitely not.
I was going to
Why
say,
would
could
I
you get
do
me
that?
a bacon,
Come
egg,
on, I'm
and cheese, and I'll give you the rest of my Hershey bar?
No, he's definitely inside, if you know what I'm saying. He's inside.
I'm deep inside. Oh, God.
Oh, my word.
I'm just call me like storming the castle.
I'm just going to say one thing, Jeff Bosey. You better be spoiling that wonderful woman of yours today.
Oh, I did. Last night with the cards and the chocolates and the flowers, and today just to go to I'll even go all out and be the cheap a-hole that I am and take her to Embassy or Okanee where they take a holiday and they throw it up all over the place.
Oh yeah, the Okanee. Yeah, they throw up.
Oh my word!
Yes, that place. You can hardly walk to that place.
There's more shit hanging in that place.
Yeah.
If you have an OCD tendency to want it a clean space, you bring somebody in there, they're just going to lose their mind.
Absolutely right. Yep.
They should definitely be on this episode of Hoarders.
It's a
Very
good diner,
nice.
though.
Oh, it is a great diner. I like that place. Yeah. Wow.
Well, I don't want to interrupt your day. You're looking so beautiful and wonderful, and then then you have Rosie.
I saw that one coming
She
from a
wore
mile.
she wore red for the holiday. How quaint! Like, did you think about that all by your lonesome? Like, where you said, like, you know what today is? It's a day to wear red,
Today's
and not
the day I
because
wear red,
it's like
and
a
everything
union
I
thing.
own is here that's red.
Yeah.
I
She
left
brought a lot of stuff.
I left nothing behind.
Isn't like a union day today, Tony? Like to wear red?
No, that's Thursdays.
Oh, you see, that's how much I pay attention to your union jargon.
Yes, I know exactly how you feel about the union and its jargon.
Yeah, let's make you and I a union. Anyways.
Well, as long as Blythe is in the middle.
Hey, listen, there's nothing like, listen, all cards are on the table, especially the red ones. The ones with hearts.
Yeah, of course. Give Blythe a big hug from me.
Happy Valentine's Day, Mr. Bosie.
Happy Valentine. I'll give her a big hug for you, and happy Valentine's Day, Rosie. You look splendid as ever. Tony, you just keep on putting that chocolate deep in your mouth. You guys have a terrific Valentine's Day.
You too, pal.
Bye-bye, everybody.
Goodbye. Thanks for calling. Wow. Jeff Bosie.
I know that voice.
Oh, yeah. Nobody else talks like that.
Imagine if he was trying to do a voice. It'd be so weird.
I actually had to promise him probably like a year or two ago. I would impersonate, like you, Olga. I was impersonating Jeff all the time. I actually had to promise him that I would never do it again.
Really?
Yeah, and I've stuck to it.
Okay.
Yeah.
I got to make that promise.
So you're not feeling, huh? I'm not getting shaved today?
I'll shave your head.
Yeah?
Yeah, I mean, I don't see any hairs because I don't have my
All right, well-
I don't have my glasses on.
So I was right around here. I thought.
Oh yeah, what the hell's wrong with you?
Really? It's a big patch? Really?
Yeah.
Oh my.
You have like a soul pat. What do they call that? A flavor saver?
Really? It's really that bad?
Yeah, but it's like just right there.
And I was walking around the club like that last night.
Here, look.
Maybe they thought I did it on purpose. It was a fashion statement.
Turn around.
What?
Turn around.
All right. Turn around.
Turn
Where?
around.
Okay.
Turn around. It's right here.
Are you putting your glasses on it
Yeah,
to
so
make
you
it
have
like
a little face,
so people can see it?
so people can see where you're ridiculous. Oh, wait, we lost a chocolate. You won't eat it because you don't eat anything. You don't even eat chocolate?
No, I eat chocolate. I just had half a Hershey bar.
No, but I mean like other chocolate. You only eat Hershey. Now I know why you only eat Hershey.
I eat plain M&Ms.
Not the peanut.
No,
You
not
have
the
an
peanut.
allergy?
No, I just don't like it.
Okay, so do you see his head? He's got like a little head.
Well, yeah.
Oh, you see these don't stick. I thought for sure that there'd be some sort of sticky substance to the back of your head without hair. Do
There.
you use shampoo when you're bald?
Actually, yes, I do. Actually.
Because I know somebody that made like friends go specifically on vacation to like a Rite Aid to like find the right shampoo, but he was bald, so we were all like, "What?"
Well, it's still good for the scalp, isn't it?
It's totally unnecessary.
Oh, is that right?
It's like me owning a jockstrap. Doesn't make any sense.
All right. Well, it's still cleaning. It's still
You
cleaning
can
like
wash
soap.
your head with suds from anything.
All right.
Now, do you wash your feet thoroughly, or do you just allow the suds to fall from your knees to your feet and think that's enough?
No, I wash my foot.
Okay, me too.
Although I did get yelled at. This past summer, I was outside. What's going on here?
But where's the shaving cream?
Oh, who cares? Just come on.
Just right like
Just
that.
do it. Just do it.
All right.
I did get yelled at. Yeah, see, that's fine. I did get yelled at because I don't change the sock on my prosthetic leg that often.
I mean, but it's not like it's sweating.
That's exactly my point. A friend of mine was like, "Oh, that's gross. You're disgusting." Like, what are you talking about? There's nothing going on down there. But, at my foot.
No, that's normal.
Yeah. But yes, I do wash my foot. I don't just let the suds and the water touch it.
Now we got to get one of those little things, the little rollies, to get all of this stuff off of you. It's like.
Oh yeah. See, all right. So this is why I thought it would tie into like Valentine's Day. This reminds me of like Ghost, where they're doing the ceramic thing.
Cut you.
You can cut me.
We got to play the Ghost theme song.
Oh my love. My darling. See, this is just like that.
It's just like it.
It's just as romantic,
There's
yes.
like the clay.
Exactly. Right, yeah. See, you're like straddled behind me.
There's more here. Hold on. Do you want this here?
Do I want what? Where?
Hairs.
There's more. No, of course not.
Okay, I wasn't sure.
I just did a
So
shit
you have,
job,
like,
I
the
guess.
Diary for the Wimpy Kid look going on right now.
The Charlie Brown. I do have a perfectly round head like
You
Charlie
have,
Brown.
thank goodness. I'm
Oh.
so glad I'm not bald. I have this lump on my head. And every time I go to get my hair cut or get any kind of like massage, or anything, they're always like, you'll have lump. I'm like, I know. It's a fatty lump. I got it.
I do have one, though, back here somewhere. Right around here, right? Rosie's feeling my head.
You don't have a lump.
Oh, all right. Well, after you touching my head,
You don't have anything. You don't have anything. You just have a nice round head.
This is one of the greatest moments of my life, I want you to know.
I think you're good. Hold on.
Can we...
Wait.
Oh,
We missed a spot.
I think this should be a regular thing, like every first Friday of the month or something. Rosie just shaves my
I think you should
head.
put my mascara on next week. See if you can do eyelashes.
Oh, I doubt it.
All right, you're good to go
Oh,
now.
how awesome is Rosie?
Now you
ladies and
can
gentlemen?
celebrate your Valentine's Day without, when she's grabbing your head, go, what is this?
Grabbing my head. She's smacking my head. Get away from me. Now your head matches your ball, says Fremder. I think I hear the door.
We have a guest.
I think Tom
I got to
Kelly has
start
arrived.
straightening up.
Right, so you're by yourself there. Talk to the people.
Hi, everybody. I'm Rosie. Nice to meet you. I think we're going to have a guest come in any second named Tom. And we have a lot in common because he's Mr. Massapequa. He's going to take his time, apparently. Hello there.
You missed it. She just shaved my head. It's a good day.
Okay, is that good video?
I'm not sure.
Well, it's we're on YouTube. It's video, so people got to see it.
Is that good video?
We're not sure.
I don't care if it was or not. To be honest with you, it was kind of made my day.
Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, Tom Kelly has arrived.
Tom Kelly
Now,
has arrived.
Tom, have you met Rosie?
I have. I'm fond of Rosie. Rosie is a business owner in my community.
That is correct. Well, isn't it Seaford?
No, Massapequa.
No, but she is, honestly, they are the anchor business in Massapequa.
The
when you talk
anchor
about
business.
Them and Krish's, I'll say, are the two long-term, right? Is there a third, anything else long-term as you guys there?
Well, all American.
All American.
No, but in the village, like in that.
No,
little
not in that
5
area.
feet- yeah, in that
No.
5 feet circle.
Not Broadway.
I'll say they've kept that place from turning into a drug den.
Yes, that is true.
No, it's because that neighborhood's had its ups and downs, right? And you guys have been there through all of it. You're really a loyal neighborhood business.
We are 52 years.
52 years in a
That's
row.
amazing.
In a row.
Like some of these other businesses where they go away for a bit and then they come back.
52 years as of this February.
That's my joke about the Nautilus Diner, and it's funny how I've become an expert on Long Island diners. But there's a diner where they say they've been open for 60 years, but for 5 of them, the 2 brothers were fighting over the will with the ex-wife, over the this, over the that, and I always like to record myself now on podcasts because I know we're going to go viral. We're going to say some good stuff tonight.
Was it 5 years that the Nautilus Diner was closed?
It was a long time.
Wow, I didn't
Is that
realize
in
it was
Amityville
long.
on Merrick
It's
Road?
on the border. You might call it Amityville, but it'll always be Massapequa to me.
Okay.
Yeah, it's right on the border of what do you call it? It's on the border of
It's west of Burner, so that's definitely
it's
Massapequa.
directly south of Burner. And what's weird about that neighborhood, and you talk about how weird the school districts are divided. Across the street from Burner is technically East Massapequa, and you can't go to Massapequa schools if you're from East Massapequa. Whoever designed East Massapequa goes to Amityville schools. There's some people who say when they designed it, it was a racist thing. But whatever it is, if you're in East Massapequa, you're technically in Nassau County, but you go to school in Suffolk.
There were garden apartments across from, I don't know if it's the middle school now.
Yeah.
But it was an elementary school at one point, I think.
That was, or the one, if we're still talking Burner, the one on Carmen Mill Road.
Yes.
Or Those apartments have been there for 100 years.
That's where I grew up. I lived there.
You grew up
till-
in there?
I grew up to. Well, no, I was there till I was 6.
No, but that's something. I always thought that neighborhood was only divorced dads. Like that's what I thought that neighborhood would be.
My parents moved there because they were from Brooklyn and they needed to finally be closer to the store, and then eventually.
So
they
you're one of those
moved.
too, because I always like this joke. You are not really from Long Island and over 40 unless you lead it with, well, I was born in Brooklyn and.
Well, I wasn't born in Brooklyn. They were.
They were born. So you were born out here.
I was born at that hospital in Levittown that used to be.
There was a hospital in Levittown.
There still is.
It was Nassau University Medical Center.
But it used to be called.
Nassau Community Medical Center.
I don't know.
The big one.
No, it's a small one.
There's a small one
On
in
like
what?
Hempstead Turnpike, a little.
St. Joseph's?
Yes. It used
St.
to be-
Joseph's. That's
But that's a fairly new
that's
hospital.
Bethpage. Is
Well,
it?
that is Bethpage.
Bethpage.
No, but it used to be
It's
called
Bethpage.
Mid Island.
That's what
the
it
one.
was. It was Mid Island.
Yeah,
yes.
both my
Mid-Island.
grandparents died there. Great place.
Oh, I know. Everybody talks about how great St. Francis is, and my dad didn't make it out of there. So.
No, and honestly, St. Joseph's, my grandmother got great care. It's just a fun sentence to say, but and let's face it, if you're in the hospital, unless you're in the maternity ward, you're never there for a good reason, which is good. I love your glasses, by the way.
Thank
your glasses
you.
are very Sally Jesse Raphael.
They
Matthews
are.
reference.
They are.
They really are. Like, I mean, you really, not to say you're trying a little too hard for the Knockem Dead Comedy Hour, but you're color coordinated.
I am. It's
For those of you who listen, is there an audio version of this, or we only YouTube at
It's
this point?
just YouTube, yeah.
Oh, good. And you know what? I'm going to actually hit record, too. Oh, no, I did hit record on this.
Good.
Good.
Very nice.
So back to me. Why did we bring me in here again?
Well, because you're playing the brokerage.
Oh,
tomorrow.
that's right. Thank you. I'm playing the brokerage tomorrow night, Saturday night, and if both of you people watching would like to come, message me, and I would love to have you.
he within 5 minutes makes me regret bringing him in. That's what he
No,
does.
well, come on,
No,
come on.
kidding.
But I'll be honest. After seeing Rosie, I feel like I'm not trying hard enough. Like you are. No, but for this, I mean, listen. For this place, you're a 10 out of 10 every day of the week, but right now you're pushing 15 for this room.
That's the truth.
I have to go make an appearance at Lido Elementary. You know?
Oh, I knew there was something better than this after this. There had to be. There had to be. I'm like, all right, what's the real thing
I
going
got a
on?
class mom gig coming up.
Oh, and you got it now. When you go class mom gigs, do you like you're dressed up? You're beautiful today.
Thank you.
Are you doing that to shove it to the other moms? Like, is it that kind of a school?
I'm guessing there's a lot of hot moms in Lido. That would
There's
be my
a lot
guess.
of nice.
By the way, that's a great country song. There's a lot of hot moms in Lido, and they never leave the beach.
They don't.
No?
No.
Are they like, what is the, I have my Long Beach stereotypes end at girls over 30. What is it like for the over 30 crowd? Again, divorced dad joke, insert that here. I don't think I've ever met anybody raising a family in Lido and Long Beach.
Really?
Yeah.
There's so many families.
Yeah, I just have never met 'em.
Because they're all in the West End too. I saw your video that you did. the
Yeah,
other
but I don't
day.
talk. I wasn't like, I don't know them because I wasn't trying to sleep with them. You know,
And they don't leave. You're like the only one of the few that actually
I do
leave that
leave.
cross the bridge.
I leave a lot.
A lot of them just stay there.
What's your commute to here? To
23 minutes to Massapequa door to door,
That's
and
not
to
bad.
here about 20.
Okay. And it's appreciated.
Yeah, I love it. I like to drive. I love being part of Massapequa community too. And like, I don't understand the mentality of like in the summer, I'm like, hey guys, let's go to this barbecue or let's go to this thing or
Yeah.
let's go to, you know,
you'll actually leave
Alive
Lido
After
Beach.
5. Like they're having a thing in Bayshore in the street or they're going to Patcho and they're like, no, we're good.
Yeah.
They're like, that's so far.
Well, I call that's Long Beach disease. That's and I used to say this about my friend Adam. God bless him. He would not. He had a great little apartment right by where the Starbucks was, like straight south of the train station, whatever the heck that was, and right across from the hotel they just
By Burger King.
by the Allegra Hotel, if you know that.
I do know that.
Yeah.
The Burger King's gone?
It's now Starbucks.
Oh, because that's right. Starbucks moved.
'Cause, yeah, Starbucks was on the north side.
Starbucks is now nothing.
There's a guy I know in Maine, Anders Neeson, and he has a great joke where he says, I'm at the age where I say, that used to be. I'm at that used to be like, I remember when that was a Starbucks, and it's funny, like up in Maine, it's much more exciting. It'll be like, I remember when that was a fish cannery, but down here it's like, I remember when that Burger King was a Starbucks.
Yeah.
Just doesn't sound as exciting.
No, not nearly.
No. So you enjoy living in Lido.
I do.
Have you ever thought maybe when the business does better, you'll move to Massapequa?
You know why my parents
I
left?
thought Tony would laugh at that. No, that was like the dickiest thing I could say. That was the dickiest thing I could
my
say.
My parents left the community because they didn't want to be so immersed where they had the business.
Yeah.
Because I think my mom was feeling like everywhere she went, she saw a customer after a little while, and she didn't, so she felt like maybe a little distance would be a good thing.
Once you have their money, what do you want to make eye contact with them? Yeah. No, or actually in your wedding dress industry, what's the name? Bridal Reflections? No, I mean, it's got to be weird to see a customer on their, right as they're planning for their wedding, the quote unquote happiest day of their life. And then you see them again for 5 years after. It's like, so how's the marriage going? Yeah. Yep. Any chance you'll need another dress soon?
They come back. We've done it twice.
Yeah. But it's got to be weird to see them in that in between stage. Like, oh, wow. Yeah. You regret spending so much on the wedding, huh? That's what you guys are fighting about.
Yeah. You realize you could have put that towards a house.
You know what? That I will pay you money if you put that on a sign somewhere. You could put this towards a house.
They won't stop.
Actually, so I have the website IHateWeddings.com.
Yes,
we've talked about this. Now, I have heard over the years that people are spending less money on weddings. Is that a trend?
I think they're doing things more simply, like instead of spending so much money on fancy invitations, they're doing
Evite.
Yes. So
really?
They're saving money. Yes. They're saving money that way. But when it comes to the gown.
Okay, tell me if this, and I don't know why cisgender, heterosexual male with a website that doesn't really work for his stage of life anymore is bringing this up. But so my understanding of wedding dresses is people will buy simpler gowns, but more of them for the wedding now. Like
they'll
you need
change.
Like you need the wedding dress, which may not be as fancy as the wedding dress we grew up with, but they also now need a pre-wedding dress and an after-party dress and something sexy for the man when they finalize the deal later that night. Is that true?
Right? Really?
Yeah, and then they also need one for Nashville.
Okay.
It's
bridal.
little white dress.
And what do we call the little white dress? Is that the bachelor party dress or
They
just
do
the
a
little white dress?
Well, they call them little white dresses, but they're for bachelorette. They use them for the rehearsal. They use them for the shower because nothing's a surprise anymore because they have to have their hair done. God forbid you show up and you're like,
really?
Fuck you, Ma! You didn't tell me? Like that would be the reaction. It wouldn't be like, oh, this is so nice.
So showers are not surprises?
No.
Wow.
They have a coordinated situation.
And the
Make
guys
sure
go
my
too
gift
now,
is
right?
in clear because I don't want to spend time opening them. I just want to look at them through the clear.
Tony just asked a smart question. Wait, what was that?
That just shocked me. But now also the guys go too now, don't they?
Sometimes they do the Jack and Jills. Yeah.
That's what they call
So
them, Jack.
and back in my day, the guy just had to be in the zip code to pick up the gifts and say thank you.
At the end.
Yeah.
He would take some of the special guys out for a beer and a burger and then come back later.
Yeah, I remember, like for my brothers, we had a drink or dinner nearby. For my friend Brian, it was, just stay out in the car, Tom. We went to a high school football game, and then it was just carry these boxes of things you're never going to own yourself.
Now, you graduated from Massapequa High School?
No, we parted ways in the late 80s, and I went to Long Island Lutheran.
Oh.
So, with those heathens.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure there
But
was
I went,
some shit that went down on
No, it was a nice little school, and it's weird. Like, my nephew's now looking at private schools, and he got into Chaminade.
Oh, the big one.
And except that I was hopping schools in junior high, I was just tough to get along with. I switched schools for 8th grade. It wasn't really, my parents felt it wasn't worth me applying for a private school for 9th grade again. And it turned out to be nice, but it was a graduating class of 70. So so I was one of the 40 hottest guys in school. Might have been 38 out of 40, but I was. And I think educationally I ranked, when they ranked the kids in school, I think I was 73 out of 81 for my graduating class, which sounds like I'm an idiot, but I was the smartest of the idiots.
Well,
or the dumb, or I was an idiot out of geniuses. is
Do you
the way.
want some chocolate?
No, what's the deal? There's a lot of like happy things here.
Yeah, well, we have to. I said we have to zhuzh it up. This is very masculine and very cold.
Oh yeah, this place is awful for shooting. We have to talk about.
It's so cold.
Are you in charge of this room?
I am.
Yeah, thank God you're going to get your job stolen by Rosie. It's
we need chocolates.
You
we
need
have
zhuzh.
flowers. We need
We even got we even picked
He
up a
got
Hershey
you-
bar.
But
just
hang
for
on.
you.
Are we
That's
watching
yours.
on the YouTube, kids?
Yeah,
are we watching
that's
on
it
the
right
YouTube?
there.
All right, kids on the YouTube. I just want to talk about what Rosie got and what Tony got. Which one's my camera? This one here.
Yes.
Yeah. So Rosie brought this beautiful chocolates that match her outfit, her glasses, and her coordinated jacket.
Yes.
And he went to 7-Eleven and got a Hershey's bar.
And they're both equally as effective.
Are they? And by the way, if you want to watch me get dizzy, I just noticed the time lag on that camera there.
Yes,
that's like a good 2 minutes behind.
It's like 30 seconds.
I think we just saw Tom walk in on that.
Yeah.
So what's the matter with the room? I mean,
it's fine.
It
It's
needs to
just-
be vacuumed and cleaned a little bit.
It needs
yes,
to be
but-
vacuumed. It needs to be cleaned. I think, you know what? It's just funny. This room is why I don't want to invest in podcasting equipment. It's a great studio for the year 2024. Now it's 2025, and you watch like all these girls have podcasts where it's like Rosie said, there's zhuzh in it, there's plants, there's chocolates,
lights.
The lighting. Yeah, I'm going to say one thing that we eventually need to do at all of wherever I go is we need lighting directors. Everything right now, no one wants fluorescent lights. Everything's lit for TV now. 3-point lighting this, 3-point lighting that. So yeah, a little zhuzh would be good for you. Are you going to be a permanent co-host on this now?
Fridays.
Fridays. How many days a week are you doing this?
I'm here 5 days a week. I have a different co-host every day.
5 days a week at this time of day.
Yes. And I get co-hosts, and I've been very fortunate. I get guests almost more than I don't.
We're making that much money on this?
No.
Okay. Why are we doing this 5 days a week?
It's just stupidity.
Yeah.
Because you know it's fun.
Do you have a date? Are you unemployed right now?
I'm retired.
I did not know that.
Oh yeah, that's
Really?
why I started this.
You
in
look
the
like you're
first place.
35. You're really retired?
I look like I'm 65.
No, well, not with the shaved head. Definitely 63, 62.
True, right. No, it's a disability retirement because of the leg.
Okay.
So.
And you don't do any side work. Not that you could admit that right now.
I can admit that, and I do.
Good.
But not to bring the party down, but it's not that. It's not as easy as I.
You're just so affable, I forget you have one leg.
And people tell me that all the time.
Yeah.
And I try to live that way, but there are plenty of times I go home at night.
Hurting and whatnot?
Hurting or cut up even. Yeah, I've had.
No, I'm not. No judgment at all. Just it's interesting because you're just so. I just had this vision of you selling things all day long or doing something with charm and, and I love retelling this story every time. May I tell the story about you and my dad again?
Your version is much better. I
like my
did
version.
inform Rosie, but yes,
Okay.
please do.
So,
I'm going to eat more Hershey's while you do.
So Tony, at one point, dated a woman from my neighborhood, Sally, who's very nice and has dogs and whatnot. And Sally had a husband.
She's only down to 2 dogs.
Okay, really?
From 5, yeah.
Okay.
She's killing them all.
So we had a neighbor, Sally, who, okay, you stop. You can't see. No.
I know you're not eating them, so that's
Yeah, well, there you go. So I'm going to start the story over because I'm clipping this. It's a great story about my dad. But no, it's a great story about my dad. We have a neighbor named Sally who Tony dated, and Sally's ex-husband had one leg, and then they get divorced, whatever. Sally starts dating Tony, another man with one leg, and my dad kept saying hi to Tony, thinking he was the first husband for about 5 years. For the 5 years they were together, and my father just thought, it was the same guy, and because they both had one leg, and I'm like, Dad, just so you know, that is not the first husband. That's a new boyfriend, and that's kind of like awkward that you've been talking to him that way. And that my dad says, what are the odds a woman would date 2 different guys with one leg? And I did not have an answer for that.
And that was the thing. I didn't know that's what he thought. I just thought, I didn't know why this man did not like me. He wouldn't talk to me at all.
Yeah, because he didn't like you because things went wrong with the first husband.
Right.
Yeah. And then when he started liking you, you left her.
He never liked me.
He never liked you?
He never ever said a word to me.
See, that's a different. No, I thought he would be nice to you. No.
He would totally ignore me. He wouldn't not be nice or rude. He totally ignore me. He would come over, talk to Sally, and like we're sitting here now, and I'd be like, "Hi, Mr. Kelly, how are you?"
Yeah.
He'd just be looking at Sally and talking to her like I wasn't even there.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure Sally is taking care of my brother's sister-in-law's old dog. Because there's a tragic thing of my brother's sister-in-law's dog gave one of my daughter's sister-in-law's children awful allergies. So when you say we sent the dog upstate, we really just sent the dog to Sally's.
Down the block.
Yeah, down the block.
Can they visit the dog?
I think so, and I think we're going to leave it at that. Yeah, and I think they have, and they've slowly. I think it was a very hard separation because my brother's sister-in-law is one of the purest souls you can meet, and I think that was a tough. Tough thing.
She still reaches out to Sally, asking how the dog is doing.
Good, yeah. Whereas me, and no, I've never had a dog, so I make like cruel jokes at times. Like I'm like, just send it up. Yeah, she's a good kid. She's a nicer person than me. Yeah, something like that.
Never had a dog ever in your life?
So I had allergies as a kid, and then
you look like you have allergies.
I have allergies now.
I can tell.
It's funny though. Like
you look like a little suffering. Like here.
I'm not. So it's funny. You look at my eyes.
It's a therapy
right now.
session.
Tell
us about your suffering.
I'm at that age. So I'm trying to. I don't want to become that comic that does the I'm at that age jokes. But I have like 6 of them now. Like I'm at that age where all my clothes look like gym clothes, except for my gym clothes. Or I'm at the age where whenever I order a drink from Starbucks, it never winds up at the Starbucks I'm going to. It always winds up in New Jersey, except for when I'm in New Jersey. And now I'm going through this thing where my eyes are drier than my grandmother's vagina. And yeah. And
she's cremated.
Yeah, well, she's dead too. Yeah, and she's dead. Very awkward. And now I have drops to bring the juice back. But now, anyway, now I just look like I have seasonal allergies all day, and I don't, and then I just wonder why my eyes won't open in the middle of the night.
Question.
Answer.
You live in the city too.
I have an apartment in the city, and depending on what 5 minutes you catch me, I spend a lot of time at my parents' house in Massapequa. My family's out here. It was a nice treat during the pandemic. I'm not working as much as I was in the city, and honestly, I'm kind of over the city. I just don't know where I would go. Is there anybody actually watching right now, Tony?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, there is.
I don't know, and you can even ask them if there's a chat. Like, where would I go? Where should I go? Where would I move to?
I think you're pretty much the same exact age as I am. I think we discussed that.
It would be rude to ask, but I was born in the 1970s.
Oh, me too.
Okay. Yeah. So anyway, we're about the same age.
1970s.
Yeah, about that. Listen, I pass for 10 years younger when I dye my hair. Not right now. Why did you turn my camera off?
I didn't. It went off by itself, so I just turned it back on.
Oh, no. And about 5 minutes.
And now I'm setting up my backup.
Oh,
and
it's
I
a time
disagree.
delay.
I think you look better when you don't color your hair.
I feel like Long Beach is a great singles place.
Well,
so it
like
is. It's just in the middle of
way?
nowhere. It doesn't further.
But you get on the train and you're right there at your apartment in the city. And I don't know if you're a beach guy.
I'm a huge beach guy.
God.
Well, listen, my problem with Long Beach
Not the West End, not the canals, a nice apartment on the boardwalk.
I thought about buying down there. It's just I feel like everybody I know down there is either a divorced dad or an alcoholic. And again, I'm afraid of catching Long Beach disease in that.
Everybody I know is like in super shape or a family.
So the one thing listen, the benefit is you're at the beach.
Yeah,
the
you
benefit
have the beautiful
is
boardwalk. There's great restaurants. You're right near Rockville Center. You're a quick commute into the city.
Yeah.
You're 20 minutes to Massapequa, 23 exactly from Lido. So maybe 25.
So that's my thing is then I'm kind of like not near anything. Like right now, if I want to do a comedy show, I go outside, down the block, boom, there's a Subway. That's how it used to be. But right now, the business and the Upper West Side are changing. I do like when I'm at my parents' house. I almost bought the house next door to my parents. It had one thing going for it and one thing going against it. Going for it, it was next door to my parents, and going against it, it was next door to my parents.
Right.
And
I was going to say next door to the Gilgo guy.
Yeah, well, no, the go-go guy stayed in his childhood home. That's different. I thought about buying next door. I may yet be the go-go guy. We're building up to that. We still have. I got a weird feeling on that one. My brother won't let me. No one's given me that house. That's for damn sure. So big ending is. Like the house next door to my parents was a great house. It had like a room for an apartment. But the only guy in the neighborhood who would rat me out for having an illegal apartment would be my own father. You know, and that's it. My father's the straightest edge on earth. It's his neighborhood. But I like being on the block because I could go say hi. Like, it's funny. I was really about to spend $800,000 to spend less time with my parents more often. If that makes sense. I was about to spend $800,000 to live 5 feet away from where I could sleep for free.
That's silly.
It was. So, and then listen, do you believe in signs from God? If you believe in signs from God, listen, I'm also a good Italian son on that, in that regard of, my mother needs watering. That's the right way to say it. My mother's a couch potato. She's not old. My mother's an aspirational woman from Sicily as a woman with a doctorate. That's the nicest way to put it.
Is she really? I thought you were like so Irish.
No, or genetically, my Polish uncle once called me an Irish-looking fuck. Wish he didn't do that when I was 7, and on Thanksgiving and while he was drunk. But thanks, Uncle Jim. Glad you're dead. Anyway, hang on. It's funny. I have relatives who go to visit my Uncle Jim. They go to the psychics to talk to him. Whenever I want to talk to him, I just do this. How's it going down there? See, I can only do that joke on a podcast with only 3 listeners. But what's funny? Like, this is a real one. Can I ask you a real question? Not to sidetrack from my genetics, but you and I sort of had this conversation for a little bit last night. Where I had a gig that didn't go well. I actually recorded an episode of my podcast, The Tom Kelly Show, available on YouTube.
Which is great.
And I did an episode where I talked about the thing, sort of the conversation we had last night.
Right.
And then I realized, wait, I'm still trying to end that gig in a way where they would pay me. So I never aired that episode.
Okay.
And I ask you, when this show takes off, will you be more afraid? Like I felt like, God, I can't be I was afraid of my own success. Is that making sense?
That makes total sense.
I can't do the Uncle Jim joke because if it gets to my aunt who's not talking to my mother anyway, then it'll upset she'll call my mom and my mom will be upset and
It's nice that you care. I think I lost that gene along the way.
Yeah,
I see. My parents are great people. That's the one thing I gotta say. In some way, Joey Cola once said, "My problem in life is my parents were too great." I had great parents. There's my dad calling now, but we'll deal with that later. But there you go.
So you don't want to answer that? I'll say hi.
No, but now there's this little fear of what are the odds he figured out how to use YouTube.
Right.
And he just saw that bit, and I think Tony will testify to this. My father is 80-something, and he could probably kick both of our asses.
At the same time.
At the same time.
Yes.
Yeah, he would take Tony's leg and start beating us both with it.
Well, I do that myself. But,
actually, I told this joke last night. You were gone by the end of the show last night, right?
Yes.
This is a true story that you'll appreciate. I don't have punchlines for it, but my dad never actually hit me. I don't think he hit my brother, but there was always that fear he could, and that kept us in line.
Yes.
And the fact that I don't project that energy is probably part of why I am in no rush to have children. Anyway, one day we're kids, and there's a house across the street from us and diagonal where they had rental rooms, where they got past the rental laws by not renting out apartments, but rooms. And every now and again, there'd be a really trashy person there. And at one point, there was a trashy guy who kept knocking my dad's garbage can over with his car. One day, we're coming home, and we see this happen. And my dad starts driving, chasing the guy. And the guy is speeding in the neighborhood, not even knowing we're chasing him. My dad, who usually drives 5 miles under the speed limit at all times, is now speeding to keep up with the guy. We cut him off at Biltmore Boulevard and Merrick Road. My dad gets out of the car, starts yelling at the guy, "Get the F out of the car! Get the F out of the car!" Guy starts to get out of the car, and then my dad goes, What the fuck's the matter with you? Get your ass back in that car. And the guy's sitting there like, you know, and there's like old ladies watching this and whatnot. And without going through too much, the guy never knocked over the trash cans again. And also that little rumor of I can kill you goes out into the neighborhood and people start behaving around the Kelly house.
Right.
Now.
One time that guy chased a guy with the
Yeah, I mean, now I don't project that kind of crazy energy. And I wonder, you know, do I need to project that energy or whatnot? And then, and now he's calling again. Maybe he is watching. But it would be fun. How funny would that be if he just figured out how to use YouTube? Like,
this is what he sees.
Yeah,
that son of a bitch.
So I have a few accomplishments in life. You know, like they say, when you're the dad of boys, your biggest accomplishment is keeping your sons out of prison. When you're the dad of girls, the Chris Rock joke is keeping your daughter off the pole. Yes.
Right.
And me, as a 40-something-year-old with 70 and 80-year-old parents, my biggest accomplishment is keeping them off of Facebook. And that's a key. I've kept them off of Instagram. I've kept them off of Facebook. I don't know who they voted for, but I'm pretty sure most of my inheritance has gone to someone pretending to be Kamala Harris. Thanks, Mom. You know, but hey, I love you. But I don't have to read it every day, and we could all get along. And they don't read the stupidity I put out. And there you go.
Nobody goes back to them. Oh, I saw your son's video.
So that started happening. And now you get into, are you afraid of being successful? And the irony with my success over the last year, and I don't want to, and it's funny, the algorithm's changing, other people are copying it, but I've done a lot of Long Island jokes. I was the first guy to do a lot of Long Island jokes, and now everybody's realizing they can do Long Island jokes. Why don't they do Long Island jokes? So the joke, whatever shtick I had a year ago is getting diluted, and that's fine. But yeah, it was a little weird to have my parents start commenting on it because I was famous within a mile of my mom's house, which was honestly kind of nice because, you know, they paid for me to go to college. They're very supportive for two people who don't think I'm particularly funny. So, you know, we have those things going on. But yeah, is it weird to have people talk about what was weird about my career? There's the one useful piece of the interview I'll give you is I kind of gave my brother and father and mother Long Island, and I took the rest of the world.
Right. Okay, that makes
Then
sense.
what sort of happened, I realized during and after the pandemic, you know, before the pandemic, I was a big shot working at TV shows. I've opened for Taylor Swift 5 times, is always my favorite thing to say, even though that's a little exaggerated. I've opened for the Prince and Princess of Wales. Whatever you want. How much money has that made me? Where has my regular person success come from? Telling jokes about the different types of diners in Massapequa. Where's my biggest bit? Ranking the neighborhoods
I
in
love that
Massapequa.
bit.
It's a great bit for people who live within
people
1
love it.
mile of my mother and father. That's not going to get you a TV show.
Like these people over here don't talk to these people.
Yeah,
over
no, and
here.
listen, I've gotten a couple of great things out of it. It got me rediscovered here at the Long Island clubs, which is nice.
Yes, it has.
It's helped me formulate a great new friendship with the clubs here, and it's nice to do Thursdays and Sundays here because one, the people who come here on Thursdays and Sundays are great, and two, I can have the joy of visiting my parents for an hour. And then I have something to do. Got to go by. You know, and honestly, I think that's how they feel about me. And honestly, that's how I feel about not just my parents, but my aunts, my uncles, cousins, nieces, nephews, and anybody who wants to sleep with me. I'm kind of done with you after an hour. And to be fair, I don't understand why anyone will want to hang out with me for more than an hour. That's why I don't understand when you originally invited me to do the whole show with you guys. I'm like, that's too much time for you. Out of respect to you.
We've done it before. It would be
90
just
minutes?
fun. Now,
with a guest?
I think so. Maybe.
Me and you or other people? Will you do 90 minutes with a lot of guests?
Now, if I'm Mike Keegan, I think I'd be saying, yeah, I don't need that much time because when you did his show with him, I mean, you know, you just blasted him for 90 minutes.
Okay, that's different. One.
I'm just picking
okay,
on
but
you.
that's a deep cut to a reference
Yes.
no one will get.
I
But
knew you would get it, which is all I care about.
No, yeah, and that's it. But that's a deep cut to I love Mike Keegan, and Mike Keegan got in trouble for saying something edgy, and then he kept saying, "I said this edgy thing, and I don't know why the black people are offended." And I'm like, you know what? Just let it go. Just let it go. I want to stand next to you and not get canceled. But then again, I spend a lot of time worried about getting canceled when you consider I have very little to be canceled from.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, right now I have nothing going on.
Well,
But your bit that you do about having your mother as the person.
And I'm terrified of her finding out. But yeah, I don't want. God forbid my mother gets the emergency
but
contact.
that was going to be my
that
question.
emergency contact.
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Is like
Yeah.
smack your leg.
Yes.
Fall
It's
forward.
because you know what it is.
Funny.
It's true, and it's funny.
Really,
There's
really
someone
funny.
else who has assimilated one or two punchlines from that, which stresses me out, or I find hurtful more than anything else. But the fun is, yeah, my family is a great family, and right now my mom and dad are still my emergency contact. I really have not decided who I should put in charge of pulling the plug. I mean, my brother inherits everything. That's an easy call. Easy call. Could my brother make the medical decisions? He actually could. Would he want to? No. I think but every day I play beneficiary roulette. That's another thing I used to play when I was, every year I had a small insurance policy from whatever job I was working at. And they would make you fill out new forms every year for it. So I would call them and say, I would basically put on Facebook, first relative to call me with their social security number will be my beneficiary next year.
That's great.
And at one point it was my nephew Christian and my cousin Amy. And then I had this real moment of, if I really did die, would this start a family fight? And it with a
Who's going to get the Jeep?
That's another one. That's funny. That one right now. I think right now my brother on paper, I need to write out a will, even though it would all go to my brother. The joke, though, when I drove the 1991 Volvo 240 is I wanted to leave that to someone so they'd be stuck with it. Like, I got to...
Your problem now, buddy.
Well, I had to find, I have a few things that I would love to give to someone who would feel really guilty about throwing it away. Like, if I gave Rosie my Volvo, it would be in the junkyard in 5 minutes after I'm dead. Now, but I got to figure out which person would be sentimental. You wouldn't be, if I gave you a 1991 Volvo, you wouldn't be.
No, but you know what? That thing could be interesting.
You wouldn't waste your Lido parking space on that.
I dated a guy that had one of those Volvos.
But probably in the 90s, though, when they were.
Yes, but it was a typical, that typical Volvo, right? The classic.
It's a box, the box on wheels, yeah.
Yes.
It's a great car.
My first boyfriend had that car in blue.
Okay, so my father, and I understand why he did it, and I'm becoming like him in this regard. Over the last 30 years, my father's had 12 of them in the family. And there's a meaning to it. There's a logic to it. He knows how to fix them. He has a mechanic who can fix them. He's had enough experience with them. He can hear what's going wrong with them. And honestly, I learned how to drive on it. He wouldn't let me take the car outside the neighborhood until I could change a flat tire in under 10 minutes. And true story, age of 36, 34, whatever it was, flat tire, 95 degree on the LIE. The air conditioning in the car has never really worked, but I was trying to use the air conditioning. Car gets a flat. I pull over at Junction Parkway, exit 20 on the LIE. All you need to know, right at the Queens border, people are beeping, giving me the middle finger, whatever. And I changed that tire in 13 minutes. I actually set the timer, but now I'm covered in grease. I'm about to have a heart attack. And then I go to start the car and it's like, because I had turned the air conditioner on in traffic, it drained the battery. And it had a couple of other, I think it had one or two other problems. I waited about 15 minutes. I can't now. And I'm also sweating so much from changing the tire.
Right.
The iPhone is covered in water and I can't make any calls.
Oh my God, this is so stressful.
Yes, it's very stressful. So speed through the end of the story.
I think he did all right, though. He's here.
I'm here now. I live. I end. So eventually, by the grace of God, car starts again. Bring it back to Massapequa, and that was the day I bought a Jeep. Or the day I said, all right, screw this. I need a new car.
Right.
I can't have this breaking down in the city and whatnot. The Jeep, because it has one of those start-stops, the Jeep has left me stuck in traffic more times in a year than the Volvo in 30 years. Than the 1991 Volvo in 30 years, yeah.
I'm surprised to hear that, actually.
Yeah, no, you know, it's a 2018 Jeep. The start stops, and if you read the Facebook groups, everybody they turn the environmental thing off the minute they start the car. It has to be part of your routine. And yeah, whatever it is, the noble, and it's funny, I love saving the environment. I don't want to ruin the environment, but a lot of the technology they're pushing on us isn't quite there yet. And at least this start-stop system on the 2018 Jeep definitely wasn't.
Wow.
And anyway, left me stuck in traffic twice. And but the old Volvo I was afraid of breaking down only once in 30 years and has never broken down again. I still own it, still drive it.
Right. You see, your dad knows what he's doing.
Is anyone commenting on this live? Are there people in the room? What are they saying? I'm needy. See, that's the one thing I love and hate about streaming. I love the comments, but I hate the number going up and down.
All right, I'm going to be honest with you, Tom.
They don't like me.
There's one guy who had an experience with you, a negative experience. He's been talking about it, and I was just,
really?
Yeah.
Who? What's the name?
Excuse me. His name is Andrew Fremder.
Don't remember him.
Tom Kelly was extremely rude to me. My book came out, and I sent the link to everyone. He replied, "This is not the way to promote, which is the reason why your book will go nowhere fast."
Okay.
His exact words.
Okay. Where did the book go? Quick, don't look. Can you name the book?
I cannot.
There you go. Thanks, Andrew. I win.
Oh my!
I hope it wasn't
goodness.
a fucking joke book.
Actually, now I want to look. No, you know what though, Andrew? You know what's funny? I'm going through this thing in my old age.
He watches every single day, and we make fun of him for his bad jokes.
He
so
has
that's
very corny
well,
jokes.
Andrew,
he's a good guy.
I don't know if I'm sorry. I am sorry. I said, actually, all jokes aside, why did I have to say that? I could have just blocked him. I don't like, but you know what though? In the old days of mass group messaging, I'm sure then what happened was I keep getting a ding, I keep getting a ding, I keep getting a ding, blah, blah, blah. I'm sure that stressed me out. My cousin who passed away, one I loved, one of our famous family fights was she put me on a group text before the iPhone invented the mute button.
Oh, okay.
Honestly, I was a dick back then, Andrew. So you know what, Andrew? Wherever you are, wherever you are, Andrew, I want to apologize for saying that in that group. I think that's a fair thing to say. You know what? Group text messages stressed me out. I'm sure I was wrong. I'm sure I could have sent something nicer. And though the fact that you're commenting on it here blank years later means there's something wrong in your life and grow up.
There is more. Would you like to hear
Yeah,
more?
what else did I do?
So, right here. He also told me if I ever sent him anything like that again, he would report me to social media. You have no idea what you're doing, and make this the last time you do that.
What app was it on, Andrew? Keep it coming.
I believe it was, if I remember right, it was Facebook Messenger.
Honestly,
wrong,
Andrew,
but I believe that's what it was.
Not to be a douche, Andrew, but you know what? When you message 90 people, actually, let me be your friend. The line, it will go nowhere. What did you say in between? What did you say in between that made me angry? But yeah, when you send out a group, when you send out a link to 90 people, you look like you're spamming.
He sent it to 1,000 people.
Andrew, you're a douche. Andrew, you know what, Andrew? Andrew, you sent it to 1,000 people? Let me be your friend. Andrew, let me be your friend. If you have a self-published book that's destined to be a hit, you know what? You send it out one by one with a personal note. Hey, Tom, I wrote this book. Would love you to look at it. Blah, blah, blah. Is he still going? Does he have the 40-second delay that this has?
He says, no.
Okay.
Actually, yes, it does. He says a dick back then. He says this was just a few months ago.
No. I find that hard to believe.
I thought it was more than that too. I thought it was more like I thought it was more like a year or so. But
okay, but you know what, hey, Andrew? Still, you know what? I'm going to be blunt on this, Andrew. If your mission was to send me your book link, so I would say something favorable about it and like it, putting me on a message with 1,000 people did not make me like you or remember you.
Well,
yeah. And that said, you know what, Andrew, unless you're about to tell me you're number one on Amazon, your book failed, don't be a dick in the chat. How about that, Andrew?
Well, Fremda, what's your connection to Tom that you were already friends and you
sent
him the link? I'm just curious
actually,
about
what
that.
is, Andrew, what made you think I wanted to hear about your book? Let's reply on that now. I'm actually looking you. I'm pulling out the phone. We're gonna keep doing this now. We're gonna keep this going, right?
Okay, yeah, we can keep
Hang
it going.
on. Keep the show going because
Sure.
now I want to look up.
Oh, you got to keep it going. And
Yeah,
I gotta
no.
go to the bathroom. I'll be
Go
right back.
pee. Go pee.
Time to go.
No, because honestly, I might have been a dick, Andrew. I might have been, and I want to look that up.
He says it's okay. You probably can't comprehend half the words in the book anyway. It's on an extremely high reading level. That's what he said.
Yeah.
Now we're fighting.
I think that's an attempt at a
I
shot.
feel like that's a your mama joke.
That is a Andrew.
That's
If
the your mama joke.
Andrew with sass like that, that's why the book is still in your mom's basement.
Your mama's so tall and doofy. She should.
Actually, you know what's funny though? Here I am making fun of Andrew, making fun of me being unable to read, and I'm having trouble using the. I know why this is not going to work.
Number 2 on Amazon.
Yeah, it's a number 2, all right.
There's a softball for you.
Yeah, there we go. Wait, Andrew, I'm going to Google it here. Andrew, have I ever met you, Andrew? I feel bad. All jokes aside, I feel bad. I left it. Spell Fremder.
Fremder.
Andrew Fremder.
Basically, just the way it sounds. Yeah, Fremder.
Is he MSG Andrew Fremder from the United States Army Band? If so, I apologize.
I don't think that's him.
I don't think that's him.
Positive.
Hang on, because your book ain't coming up number 1 on Google, buddy boy. Is he a... No, wait, hang on. Yeah, no, that's not him. Gonna be honest, Andrew. Sorry I was a douche, but then again, why include me in 1,000 people? Fremder. I may have you blocked. Oh, no.
Let me play devil's advocate here.
Yeah? Is this him? No.
That's him.
Oh, that him?
That's him.
Hang on, I'm in the wrong version of Facebook.
Are you Facebook friends?
Let's find out.
Well, you must be.
I don't know. Andrew? But I honestly, whatever it is, I could have just hit block and he would have even known I'm alive. Message? Yeah. Oh, yeah, no, actually, so what's funny is he unsent everything he sent me. So there's...
okay.
There's one.
All right, but let me...
Yeah, so, and let me give him some credit. Hang on. Whatever he sent me, he messaged me on February 10th at noon.
February 10th?
With a link of something at noon, which he is on sent.
As in 3 days ago? 4 days ago?
No, February 10th, 2024. So you're right, this is
okay.
within a year.
Yeah. Okay.
Then he, and it doesn't look like I'm on a group on this message. So I owe him so let me back off that defense. And then I sent him a message that said, I'll be honest, this feels like spamming. I don't think I've ever met you, and you're just sending me links. Then whatever he said, he has unsent.
Right.
Coward. Next one. I'll give you some free advice. You never hit like on any of my posts. I don't know who you are. And you just started sending me links out of nowhere. That's not how we sell books.
Okay.
I did not say your book was going to go nowhere. And there you go. That's what you got. And you know what, Andrew? There's a little screen cap, and I'll put it in the Instagram story for the other listener.
Why am I getting picked on?
No, I'm joking. But Andrew, listen, Andrew. So just when you're writing in the comments, I said mean things. I did not say your book is going to go nowhere. I said that's not how we sell books. So that makes me feel good. I'm glad I looked that up because that is a big difference. Because you know what? Honestly, and Andrew...
All right, but let me ask
what I should have just done was hit block on you and let it go.
That's what I was exactly about to ask. Why?
Because you want to know why? Because we have 64 friends in common, and he was annoying me. And to be honest with you, just reading this and not knowing what he sent in between, and the fact that he felt the need to unsend it, seems like you're hiding something, Andrew, and yet you're still a little hurt that you're pushing here. So honestly, Andrew... I'm going to say that. Is he commenting or no? What's he saying now, coward?
Read that book.
Go ahead. You keep going.
No. What is he saying? I want to hear it.
It's just a little variation on your name that I'd rather...
Oh, what? No, but hang on. No,
that I'd rather not say.
Well, you don't have to say it. Let me see it. Number 2 on Amazon. That's a dirty word. See, there you go, Andrew. And on that, on you saying, hi, my name is Tom. See you next Tuesday. Why?
Well, actually, there's a new comment.
It's okay,
there.
Tom, if you're mad. Some people have more talent in their pinky. If you wish you could have even over 5 lifetimes. So again, Andrew, just rehashing. You accused me of saying something I didn't. And that's it, Andrew. You know what, Andrew? This is... Thanks for messaging me about your book. And yeah, when you just spam me without a little note, it seems dicky. And here you are proving me right. So thank you. Best Valentine I could get.
I feel the love.
Yeah. It is. It brings a tear to my eye.
He's not, listen, you know what's funny? The way he wrote it, but to be fair, to give you one piece of which one's my camera? Andrew, just to make you feel good about one thing. The way you wrote it is something I could have done. And I sat there like that's me for a minute. I actually sat there and said, wow, did I do that?
And, I'm thinking the same thing.
And again, and the good news is I didn't. So the good news is I didn't. So do me a favor, Andrew. I don't mind you trash talking me. I don't mind you saying I'm not funny. I can handle all that. But if you say I did something dicky, just make sure I did the dicky thing and I have the screen cap for once in my life. No, but for once in my life, I didn't do the thing I was accused of. And I'm sorry it hurt your feelings. And what's the name of the book? Why don't we push the book?
Yeah, somebody else asked about the name too, and I haven't seen it. And my apologies, I don't remember.
Andrew Frender, yeah. You know what I love?
I gotta look up this book.
Andrew Frender book. And is it, oh my God, is it ink blots? What's funny is the covers are great.
Actually, ink blots is... He did the artwork for Inkblots.
Okay, listen, talented artist.
He is a talented artist. He also writes music, and it's very good.
Yeah,
he writes like movie scores.
You know what? Maybe if you had a little more charm, you'd have gone further in life, Andrew. Yep. And never mind. He's bigger than me, so I'm going to let it go.
and Sally has watched his dogs.
Oh, there you go. So I'm
maybe
sure
it did cross
kind
paths
about you.
Maybe you crossed paths on Sally's front yard.
Maybe there is something kind about you. Anyway, Andrew, I'm sorry that I hurt your feelings.
And I'm going to apologize to both of you because I could have easily avoided all this.
No,
so,
I mean, listen, I'm
you
glad
asked if there were comments. I
you know what I love though? Is there anybody who there's a great line in management. What was it? His name was, it's attributed to Billy Martin. But there's a great line about managing people. The secret to being a good manager is making sure the 3 guys that like you don't talk to the 2 guys that don't. So there we go. I'm glad. I'm glad. You know what, though? I'm glad you read it because I had a chance to confront something that was honestly not accurate. And, now I just got a thumbs up from... No, I just sent him a thumbs up. So now I'm antagonizing him. But yeah, screen cap, I'll be honest, man, this feels spamming. And honestly, I didn't have him as a friend. He's just sending me a weird link. Something's weird there. I don't think I've ever met you and you're just sending me links. He said something. And then I said, I'll give you some free advice. You've never hit like on any of my posts, which is the truth. You've never done anything for me. Why am I going to go do something for you? I don't know who you are, and you just started sending me links out of nowhere. That's not how we sell books. I never, ever said it's not going anywhere. And honestly, just looking at 3 pieces of art he did, he looks talented, but his reading comprehension and sensitivity are the things we need to work on.
Okay.
And I'm Tom Cunty. I said it. That's what you're typing. I'm Tom Cunty. You hurt my feelings. So when am I coming back? If there's anybody else that I have wronged, I'll be here next week. You know what I love? We should just do a show where people can air their grievances.
I would do that
about me.
I would.
Yeah, I'll get some relatives in here.
Let's do it.
Get some loved ones, maybe an ex or two, and
got
Andrew.
The couch, people lay down. Yeah.
We could actually just start a line down the hallway, starting with Andrew Frender. And by the way, again, what's the name of his book? I'll promote your book right now, Andrew.
I'm assuming. I think it is Inkblots that he was pushing at. Inkblots just came out. Yeah, I think within the past year. I think I do have a copy. I think.
Good for you.
I think Andrew did give me one.
Yeah. There you go.
And he is. He's a talented guy, and he is. He's a part of our family. He watches every day, and he's a good sport. We make fun of him all the time.
Yeah.
So my apologies. You asked if there were comments.
Well, I'm glad I had the chance to address something that was inaccurate, and we'll leave it at that.
Well, let me ask you though, and just playing the devil's advocate, why not just keep scrolling? Why not say, hey, who the hell's this guy? Fuck him in his book.
I mean,
I don't know him. Why not just delete it and move on?
I mean, again, I don't have what he said because the coward unsent it, but. He sent me a link that's been unsent. I said, okay. He sent something else that he's unsent. So it's hard to reply to that a year later.
Oh, so you're saying he probably triggered you or sparked you.
Whatever it was, the message was coming in. It felt weird.
Okay.
Honestly, I'm the guy too. I mean, being weird. This is an unhealthy habit, but my friend Paul and I will talk to telemarketers for a while. It's fun to know he's a real human being, and I was a little bit wrong on that one. But yeah, if you call like the car warranty people, my favorite joke with the car warranty people would be, "Sir, your car warranty is expired." And if I got a minute or two, like, "Oh God, is it? Yes. Is this Mr. Kelly?" They'd have my name. Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Okay, your car warranty is expired, and I'm like, "Well, then let's renew it." And then this is what the car warranty people do. And they're like, "Just tell us what car you have." And then I go, 1991 Volvo 240. And there's a pause because the car warranties had to have been expired for 25 years. And then they're like, "Well, could it be something else?" No. That's my car, 1991 Volvo 240. And I know the warranty's expired. Let me sign up for a new warranty. And that's how old that car is, that even the car warranty spammers don't want to give you the fake warranty. And then eventually they'd hang up on me. So I'm sure I did something like that with him. And I'm sure just based on whatever the hell he's typing in that thing, he was a dick. And I'm sure he said, "I read a book and you're supposed to like him." And I'm like, and listen, and again, the coward. I mean, I'll stand by whatever I said in pretty much everything, people. I will. What's he saying now?
He said you guys were friends.
I don't remember you, Andrew.
Until I sent that. Only sent it to my friends, and then he deleted me.
Oh, we might have been Facebook friends, Andrew, but we are not in-person friends. And not to be a dick. Again, I have the message history, Andrew. Where's my camera? This one?
That's it, yeah.
Andrew, the message history's here. You're having a nervous breakdown. I don't know what to tell you, but the thing is, and you want to be, and being blunt, Andrew, Tony says you're a nice guy. I'm assuming you're a nice guy, but you're having some form of a nervous breakdown. Listen, you sent me your book unsolicited. I didn't know who you were. I thought you were a spam bot. But what is dangerous here is I am an asshole. And you said I said something sort of asshole-ish, but I didn't actually say it. And the problem is what you said is just believable enough of a story that I could have done it, right? I'm a dick sometimes. Yeah. It's just believable enough that I don't want you, I want to be judged for me being a dick, not for what I didn't do but could have done.
Is it possible that you deleted any of your own comments?
No, because is that what he's saying?
Yeah.
No, because you can see Andrew on scent. There's no Tom Kelly on scent.
Okay.
Yeah. Unless, Andrew, you got a screen cap. And again, Andrew, is this really how you want to spend your Friday afternoon on YouTube, confronting a guy who didn't read your book? And if your book was that successful, you wouldn't be talking to me here.
And that's kind of where I'm thinking. Like,
yeah,
if he
I'm
didn't
sorry
want
for
this
you,
known,
Andrew.
he wouldn't be.
I'm sorry. Actually, I'm very
this
sorry
stuff,
for
so
you,
I'm just
Andrew.
reading.
Maybe. And again, listen, Andrew, you're going through a lot of what I'm already going through, and I'm trying to fix. I had a bad week. I was mean to someone else this week. That's why his comment bothered me. I had a moment this week where I could have shut my mouth on something else, where much worse than whatever I did to Andrew. So you know what? You caught me in a moment, Andrew, where I'm feeling vulnerable.
What we talked about last night?
Yeah, the thing I talked about last night. You know what?
And I will back you up on that.
No, but being blunt for a minute, without getting too into it, and I'll turn this into an emotional podcast for a minute. Maybe I will clip it. But I had a gig where things were going so bad, somebody was texting me while I was on stage that the gig was going bad. And it was like more of a proper presenting thing, and the phone was there. So I'm on stage and I'm seeing, "You suck. What the hell's going wrong? You did this wrong."
Can you imagine?
Like,
you're getting those texts while you're up there doing your act.
But you know what? They could have done better, and I could have done better. And to be fair, I was screwing up. Now,
were you?
Yeah. Well, let's be blunt. I could have done better. But you know what was? Okay. But what bothered me was, while I was already in the moment of knowing I could have done better, they were telling me I was not doing better. But whatever it is, here's where I had control.
You feel that already.
No, right. But here's where I had control. Afterwards, I called them a-holes for texting me while I was on stage. I could have kept that to myself. And you're absolutely right. Andrew Fremder, I could have just assumed you were a spam bot, hit unfriend, block, and let it go away. And then you'd be wondering, why did Tom Kelly block me? Oh, I thought you were a spam bot. I could have played dumb. Instead, you're right. Here I am on a podcast with friends, and he's trying to make me look like a dick during my afternoon. And I have a transcript, but I hope your book sold without my 3 followers following you. And I'm sorry you're so angry, man. And that's it. Honestly, I was in a good mood, and you're right. If you were trying to bring me down, victory, you did. So,
all right, well, I'll apologize for that.
Yeah.
I didn't have to.
No. I blatantly asked, and I was going to get up and walk over there.
I
so.
hope that a little chocolate cheers your.
What's he saying now? Now I want to know.
There's really nothing.
Yeah. So, Andrew, I hope your book sold. And again, the cover looks great. But yeah, when you just start sending things, but also going the other way on etiquette for a minute. You know, you don't just start sending links to people if you haven't done them any good. You know, like even me, and I'm going through this myself. Oh my God, you know what I love too?
You need a little chocolate.
Yeah,
definitely.
But you know what too? When you do favors, and I'm going through this myself. You got to do favors to get favors. You got to be kind to people, and if you have never messaged anybody ever, hey Tom, love your bit on this.
Right.
If you have a minute, this, then whatever I do, I'm a dick and I'm a sucker. You know, but I'm sure whatever got unsent was him just from whatever's. Anybody who calls me Tom Cunty is not a good person, and I'm sure he said some mean things that agitated me, and he's hit unsent on them. So yeah, here I am just telling you, I have a transcript, you don't.
The brokerage tomorrow night.
Yeah.
Is it like a hometown gig? Do you get a lot of Massapequa people?
You know what?
that come?
Honestly, God, awkward transition. Andrew, free tickets. You know, be my guest. Andrew, direct message me. I'll get you on the ticket.
Well, all you got to do is, he knows it. He watches every day. Tell him you talk to me. You can get in, Andrew.
Really? Is that something we can do?
Yeah, actually, we could.
You know what's funny? They told me I can't. They said, no. Let's see if they buy tickets first.
Oh.
And then, but apparently, don't drop my name. Drop Tony's name at the door.
Well, tell him that all I got to do is I've done it before.
Large Marge sent you.
Large Marge sent you. I contact the club after, and I'll just say a viewer on the show. I gave him tickets for answering a question or something, and yeah, and I do it all the time.
Yeah.
There's certain shows I can't do that for. I don't do it for the Giggle Room because they're privately produced shows, so
Gotcha.
they're losing money. But if a show's not sold out, I'll ask them, do you have spots available?
No, but it'll be a fun time. There'll be a lot of Massapequans there. I actually don't know who's going there. It's sort of a last-minute booking, and it should be nice people there. It should be a good time.
Oh, it's always great crowds. Yeah.
You're going to hear 5 good Massapequa jokes. Then you're going to hear 5 new Massapequa jokes, and then a lot of old jokes I've been doing for 20 years. And then what I love about performing is there's always a moment where hopefully I'm in the moment, and it gets fun. Yeah.
Did you tried the new stuff last night?
I did. The story, but I won't do the story I just told you about my dad chasing someone down the road. But I did. The stand-up joke about my dad was my dad never hit me or my brother, but he'd beat up our friends' fathers. One of my first. Yes. It was one of my first jokes that I ever told. But then, what else did we do? There's actually my favorite joke that I like to tell, but I don't have all the punchlines on it yet, is Long Island is the only place where someone will get vanity license plates and then put a license plate cover on it so they don't have to pay the tolls.
That's good.
Yeah. Yeah. And there you go. It's that's the fun there. And then what's the other one? Yeah, and that's the excitement.
That's good.
Yeah.
Come and show up tomorrow at the brokerage to see the
tomorrow 7:00 Saturday night, and if you're watching this as an evergreen show, you missed it, people. But there you go. And that's my.
Any idea who else is?
I know for sure. Actually, you know who's hot right now? Andrew Jones. No, not Andrew Jones. Sean Brown.
Sean
He's
Brown.
Great.
Yeah.
Sean Brown.
So on fire.
He was
He's
here last
on
night too.
fire.
Is he hosting your show?
He is hosting.
Is he? I love Sean.
Yeah,
Such a
there
nice
you
dude.
go. That's you know what's funny? I'm going to hold this for 30 seconds and wait till it comes up in real time.
I'll be honest, man. This what?
I'm packing up
This-
my love notes.
This feels what? Spamming? Oh, okay.
Yeah, well, why don't you read? You look at it for a
yeah,
minute.
my.
Because I want to close out on that.
I'm not leaving
Close out
without
on
my-
that.
I'm not leaving without my chocolate.
Read it.
Oh, of course, yeah.
There you go.
I'll be honest, man. This feels like spam. Oh, this is what you wrote.
That's what
last
I wrote.
year.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever met you. You're just sending me links. I'll give you some free advice. Okay, yeah. Oh, so this is what you.
That's what I read. But there you go.
Yeah.
There you go. There's
So
the
I can verify that's what it says.
There you go. Real
All right.
person has said it. Yeah. Not just me hiding anything. And there you go. That's the story.
It's,
Never told you were going nowhere, Andrew. Wham! But there you go. But what was the happy I was going to say? Yeah, it's fun. By the way, you're fun. By the way, this is fun.
This is fun.
I miss you guys doing it during the shows on Thursdays and Sundays. How come you're not doing it at night anymore?
We actually, Don and I will be here tomorrow night.
Good, because I like the energy you guys bring to this place.
We, it was funny. We were here for the holiday party. Roy George came up to me. He said the same thing. Why aren't you and Don in the studio during the shows?
I would have loved that.
And I said, well, it's nothing more than just scheduling. If I'm, I'm heavily involved in the PAL special needs unit. I'm the president, so I'm doing a lot there. Or I'm doing my own.
And that's when good stuff happens. It's important.
Friday night is basketball. Saturdays is bowling.
But I'll tell you, more important than the show and the numbers. By the way, my first Valentine. Thank you guys.
Nice.
Valentine's Day.
But what you guys add more? I mean, the YouTube's great. The comments making people feel connected is awesome. But what you guys do is when this is going on a Thursday or Sunday, especially maybe not the weekend show. The weekends are a little different. But Thursday or Sunday, you make it feel like something's happening here.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's cool.
No,
Thank
like you really add to the vibe at a club.
That's nice.
Oh my
to hear,
God, there's a
'cause we
show
wonder.
over here, a green room over there. There's a giggle room over there, and then hey, do you have a minute? Come by and talk to Tony and Don Sills and whoever else is here. Rosie, though not Rosie hasn't done an evening show yet. Ooh, so is there salt in this? Salted
There's
caramel?
something delicious.
There's a nice little kick to this. There you go.
So Roy George said that he goes, do you realize other clubs
For the road.
other clubs don't do
Stick 'em
this.
in your Jeep.
It's
and it's funny. Like you're absolutely listen. Once Rosie puts a few flowers on the walls, and gives it once Rosie does the actually
a Rosie vibe.
Yeah, let's end on a positive note. Rosie, you're here once a week now. What changes are you bringing to the Knockem Dead Comedy Hour?
What am I bringing? A little color.
A little color.
Yeah, a little
light,
color.
A lot of color.
A little light.
Brightness.
A little hair.
Okay,
Yeah,
no, but what about like you said you would redecorate? Would you redecorate?
I would put some things up.
What
if
would
I
you
was
put up?
given Permission. Well, first of all, I heard Richie Burns just squash the shit out of these. This is like
Richie Byrne broke this chair. Yeah.
maybe put something on. Well, you don't want to distract, and you don't really see that.
Do you have a logo? Do you have the logo? or no?
I used to put the logo up there, but I don't. Yeah, I
It's
try to
added
get
a shot though.
Right, exactly. I try to get close up so everybody can see the people that are in here. So I felt, what's the point? So I don't do that anymore.
Yeah. Oh, and there
I
you go.
like incorporating how you had. Remember that time when I did the show where you had the pictures up of things that were going on? I like having stuff like that.
But that's at the end of the show. Usually, I'll put a picture up of like who's playing. Actually, I don't have.
I just mean like of stuff going on, like things that you might have done. That
Oh yeah, I mean, I don't do that every day, but
personalize
yeah, okay.
I like that.
All
That's
right.
fun.
All right.
And actually, ending on a positive note, I just got a nice note from Andrew from Frimder.
Oh, okay.
You should. I said it. I accidentally hit the thumbs up button on him. So he says you shouldn't send me a thumbs up button. It's not the way to promote.
Come on, that's funny.
That is funny. And then he says, "We're all good. Just busting balls didn't mean to get you upset." And you know what? And to be fair, and it got me upset because I'm just coming off a day where I could have done better. And there you go. Though then again, calling me Tom Cunty does make me now.
But that I will defend him by saying that is his humor. So when he says he's messing around busting balls, I believe him.
No, but I felt bad because I really would have felt bad shitting on a dream. That part, yeah, being blunt. That one,
right?
Because I have shit on a few dreams. Actually, the meanest thing I ever said. But it was someone who I asked to be on my podcast. Sent me a list. I forget the guy's name, but this is the meanest thing I've ever said. He was some sort of a Hollywood writer from the 1980s. Let's say he wrote the script for an 80s movie that you and I would remember, but Rosie wouldn't, okay? Whatever it is, the guy says, hey, do you want to have this guest on your podcast? And he says, well, well, and I'm like, great, I'd love to. Let's do it. Unsolicited. I reply,
Sure.
unsolicited. Then he says, great, how many listeners do you have on your podcast? And I exaggerated the number at the time. I'm like, 5,000. He's like, ooh, let me know when you get those numbers up.
Oh, man.
And remember, too, I think the real number's 500. Okay? And I'm like, motherfucker. So I just go nuts. And the meanest thing I ever... And then I'm like, dude, I don't even know who you are. You asked to be on my show, and now you're saying I'm not good enough?
Right.
And then he sends me... And again, the guy was a little weird. He sent me a scan of a letter from the writer of Let's Make It the Movie Animal House.
Okay.
That just basically said, yes, I know who this guy is. He's a nice guy. Like an old-fashioned 1978 letter of reference.
Right.
And I'm like, dude, you're a has-been who never was.
Whoa.
Wow.
And I wrote that one down. Now, again, though, did I have to say it, or could I have hit block? But again, he hit that little personal insecurity of, like, it's like basically, like, it's like me telling a girl, I feel like a dick saying it to Rosie one-on-one. It's like a girl saying, how tall are you? And I just say, I'm 5'10" on the dating app. And she goes, oh, that's too short, and I'm actually 5'9". That makes me feel really hurtful. Or like saying, I was going to do a dick joke there, but then Rosie just looked really smart and like she was going to a PTA meeting, and I couldn't do that. Turn around for a second, Rosie. Turn around for a minute. Yeah. It's like saying I have a 5-inch dick, and she's saying that's too small. That's what that,
It's all about the motion of the ocean.
There you go. All right, I feel good now.
That's what Rosie brings to the show right there.
There you go. I'm honored you guys had me.
Hey, man, you're welcome anytime. You know that.
I would. We have to do it a little more often. Especially,
would love that.
Especially, this is a stupid one. So you're doing it 5 days a week at the same time.
Correct. 11 a.m. to 12:30 p.m.
Was it one day like trivia?
Yeah, on Tuesdays, like the last half hour.
You have a blank number of listeners, like Andrew, right?
Yeah.
Now, that said, do the numbers change when you do go live at a different time of night?
No.
No?
The numbers, if
like
I
you
knew
find
the
different
science...
people show up, or... No, like...
If I knew the science, I'd be doing it all the time. We have a sports show in here. Peter Schwartz, he's in here twice a week at 1 o'clock in the afternoon. He's on WFAN. He's known in the local sports scene. He's had Phil Simms as his guest. He's had Howard Johnson from the New York Mets. He's had Joe Beningo from WFAN.
By the way, say that last name again.
Beningo.
Great name.
Yeah. His numbers are maybe just slightly better than the rest of us. They're not. You get Phil Simms on this show, you would think it would show thousands, but it doesn't. If I knew the science, believe me, I'd be then we'd all be getting in the thousands in here. It's always just trying to make it all happen.
Using a silly one. So if you do the show now at noon, right? Andrew's watching. If you do the show at 7, do you start getting comments from Bob or Jamie or?
Yeah, sometimes there is a very. I mean, the numbers are not great. They're not awful, but they're not great. But the people that do watch are very loyal. Yeah. Andrew watches most of the shows. We have a woman named Ann from California. She watches all the shows.
Well, listen, if I were given free career advice, and I'm trying to stop doing that, but you have great people in here.
Yeah.
You say smart things.
Yes, we do.
Don Sills did a little bit of it. I think you need to learn how to do the style a bit more, where a video editing class would be. And I say this as a guy who was a professional video editor at one point in his life. Mm-hmm. I'm thinking of taking a class. Again, to refresh.
I actually don't do that on purpose. Like Don Sill, I love the way he does the show. He's a professional editor. That's what he does in real life. I love what he does and how he does it. It's classy. It's great. Yeah. And I know I'm old and I'm outdating myself, but I love the old Mike Douglas, the old.
You're not wrong. No. You should do it.
The free form, and that's what I'm doing. It's free form.
No, but if you have 10 seconds,
it's live, and it just sometimes it's great live. Sometimes there's. But that's
I'll give you one story from my success, and then we can go.
Okay.
While you do that, I'm going to quickly just check the time.
Check the time. Oh, it is time to go.
Yeah, you have. I'm just going to check what time they want me.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, yeah.
No, but finishing, because, again, I made the show go half an hour over. I apologize.
That's fine.
But I also blame Andrew. But the best thing that happened to me when you talk about, oh, you're Mr. Massapequa now, whatever. I have a podcast that, for the sake of the story, as a guy from Hollywood once told me, nobody listens to. I had a guest on the show that my high school religion teacher told me to have on the show. And we had a real one-on-one chat, me and this girl from Let's Make It Garden City, where I'm trying to turn it into a stand-up joke where it was just a real conversation, kind of like what we just had a minute ago, where I'm like, Massapequa's the kind of town where people, hardworking people, move to Massapequa with dreams that their kids will do better than them,
Right.
and then their kids don't. And that clip got picked up by Long Island Wise Guy, and that led to the beginning of Mr. Long Island.
Right.
You know, yeah.
Well, yeah, I mean...
So anyway, I don't know, but I think you have a lot of magic here. And
He was the only, like, local comedian that I followed before I took the class.
Oh, really?
Decided
Who did you take the class with? Stand-up you or
Stand-up, yeah.
Truson? Yeah. You recommend that?
Yeah, love it.
Good. I have
Yeah,
a
she
friend
did
who
it twice
took-
already.
Twice?
I did it twice, and they have a new session starting. I think it's whatever that Tuesday is, March 3rd or 4th, and I think they have 2 openings. So anybody that wants to do it, they give great advice. They teach you who to know, what to do, who to avoid, as well as, like, you know, the writing of
Really? Who to avoid?
the premise. Well, in their own way, without saying.
No, but
like-
they teach you the nuances of the business.
Yeah,
Interesting.
and what pitfalls you don't want to get into,
No.
and a lot of things about, you know, and the writing and cutting the fat, and then you have somebody that loves tags, and you have the other one hates tags, and then you have
Which one?
somebody-
Wait, Walker likes tags and Bales doesn't, or the other
Yeah.
way? Okay.
Yeah.
I love Rich Walker. I'm huge fans of both of them.
Yeah, they're great.
And then I know we all
and
have
they
to go.
fight like an old married
Do they
couple.
fight?
Oh yeah, sometimes we all just go. Okay. Most times they get along and their creative juices are flowing, but there's times where, you know, you could see the little thing, and then you have people like Eric Half that will come in and he'll mentor a class, or you'll have somebody like Rich Rader that'll come in and just sit there and help with certain punchlines or give you suggestions, or, you know, and then
And they do it at the club too,
yeah,
right?
brokerage, and then they have alumni that come in and help out. Jeff Bosey pops in once in a while with donuts. Thank God for the donuts with that one.
Listen, you got me. You got me on a chocolate bar and the salted chocolate here.
And I just think, you know, they're just really into it, and they mean it, and they spend so much time. Like, we'll be there on a Tuesday from 6:30 at the end when we're really getting into it to get your set together. I mean, we're there till midnight.
Jeez.
6:30 to midnight.
Okay.
Wow.
Where I'm like, okay, I gotta go home. We've ordered food. Well, I'm like,
It'll go- yeah, no,
freaking
they're
starving.
so-
Can we order food?
I've actually, even as the legendary, listen, I'm a big enough shot to get booked on, you know, the Knockem Dead Comedy Hour here, or Comedy 3 Hours, as I've turned it into. Yeah, big story is I've thought about taking that class even as a, quote, comedy adult or grown up. Yeah.
People
What day of the week did I do it?
Tuesday nights.
Yeah, it seems like a nice, easy.
It is, and what's so nice about it is you sit there with your book, and you meet nice people, and there's people that are in that class that have done Truson's class, that have done comedy for 10 years. You have people that have never, ever, ever held a microphone, where they have to teach them how to hold a mic and put it in the stand.
Yeah.
And then you have people that are naturally funny, and they're storytellers, and they have to tell them to shut up and keep it tight. And then you have other people that get up there, and you're like, there's no way that they're going to get in week 6 to be able to have a set and perform, and they do. I went to I call it the recital. I went to the recital on Tuesday night.
You're such a mom. You are.
I went to the recital on Tuesday night.
Yeah. Yeah, which is nice. You get the
I've
alumni.
been to I go to all the recitals now.
I know Roach, he still takes theirs, and sometimes
And they
Truson's,
always
he
have
still
have
goes.
all the alumni go, not all, but they have an alumni table.
Jackie shows up often at
Jackie
the
does
recitals.
a set.
Yeah.
Eric Tartaglione.
Tartaglione.
Yeah.
He's done he's funny.
Oh, he's great. Love that man.
That song of him singing about the Mets, I just saw that the other day.
Oh, with him
online.
and Joe
And he's-
Vic DiMatteo?
And he's in the car and he's
Yeah,
just
with
singing
Vic,
the Mets
yeah.
song. That's a song?
Oh, yeah, that's a real song. Yeah.
No, you've just named a bunch of people. Well, it's funny. Those are all people who I've admired in comedy. Yeah.
What's his name? Manny?
Tugboat Manny?
He took it 6 times over the years when he was younger. Chris Roach took the class.
Yeah. Tugboat Manny, was he a vet too? He's the veteran.
Yes,
yeah.
he's
nice
a veteran. Very nice. He's the sweetest. There's so many people that have taken the class. I think Bonavita has taken the class,
Yeah, I
Claudia,
believe so,
because
yeah.
she's always at the alumni table. And like a lot of young guys that have taken it.
Yeah.
And now I see them at Paradise or open mics, and then they're like,
Sure.
oh, hi, how are you? We took the class. You know, and it's like, what are you up to? What do you do? Are you going to this open mic? Don't do this. Don't do that.
Right.
You know.
That's how you build the community. Yeah.
And I can call Rich at any time and be like, what do you think of this? Should I do that? Should I do that?
So this is the stupidest thing. I don't know if he still does it because I'm off the list now. But when I was a young comic, I admired Rich Walker. And the high point of I knew I made it on Long Island was making the Rich Walker Christmas card list.
He doesn't do them anymore.
Oh, thank God. I was really...
I just learned. We went to
thank
the
God.
diner recently, and he was like, you want to see my old Christmas cards? And he was like,
Yeah.
show me this craziness on his phone.
Oh, and then my parents who are straight edges, don't understand what it is. All my mail still goes to my parents' house. I'm like, oh, look, this is from my friend Rich Walker. And they're like, why is this grown man dressed like Spider-Man? Where are his children? You know, whatever.
And then he did he used to do a show at that place where you ride the little ponies.
Oh, White House Farms. White Horse
With
Farms.
Monty.
Yeah.
And Monty was dressed like a cowboy, and he was dressed like something else, and they would do like this comedy show.
Ranger Rich,
and
is that right?
And
Ranger
they're
Ricky.
showing me that. I was like, this is not real life.
I work there now.
Do you?
Yeah, at the fall festival.
Oh my God, my son loved it.
What do you do there? What's your?
I am the host.
You feed the giraffe.
No,
Good for you.
I'm just a
With
host.
that
I welcome
black
everybody.
tongue. He's like,
I do.
Is that 8 hours of work though?
It's 8 to 9 hours every Saturday and Sunday for 6 weeks.
well, I have
All right,
to.
let's save this for part
Listen,
2. Okay. Once they get the purse.
I have to go and get 21 children Valentines and
Some people have a real life.
and you know and
Thank you for the
goodies and do a
chocolates.
craft.
And for the, what was it, the shusha? What was it called?
What the who?
The
I
atmosphere.
zhuzhed it up.
Zhuzhed. Thanks for
You
zhuzhing
need a
it
little
up.
like thing.
If you were naming the show, you could name it "The Guest Who Wouldn't Leave."
People are going to see that. They're going to see that on YouTube. Over 2 hours. What in the world?
That-
I'm already getting texts. What's going on here
That
today?
fucking Friender and that Tom Cunty, they had it out. Those two.
The numbers might actually be better today because people are
I
going to
gotta
tune
run.
in for that.
Mwah.
Happy Valentine's
I'll see you
Day.
on Friday.
Cool.
If you need anything this week.
Oh, yeah, I need you. Oh, we're selling you. Oh,
I
okay.
told you I'm Miss Flannels. I'm a
Yeah, that's fine by
you know,
me.
I'm all smoke and mirrors.
Hey, so go to govs.com, make your reservations to go see Tom at the brokerage. Ismo is playing here in the club this weekend. Terry McNeely's in the Giggle Room with Lou Pratz and Billy Geyer. Joe Curry's in the Giggle Room this weekend with Linda Marcus Smith. Teddy Smith is in McGuire's. Keith Anthony's playing the brokerage tonight. And Chris Lamberth is playing McGuire's. Go to govs.com, make your reservations to see some great comedy shows. Go to knockemdeadcomedy.com to see our full schedule, what we got going on. You can see us tonight at the Islip Terrace Fire Department. And then Cafe Spiga, we're playing at the end of the month, and we're working on some dates here at Governor's. So stay tuned. Knockemdeadcomedy.com, govs.com. Tonight, Don Sill, he's on at 8 o'clock. Donversations. He's talking to Judy Gold tonight.
Oh!
Talk about gold. Talk
Wow.
about, yep.
If you want to talk about people who might have pulled off Andrew Fremder.
Yeah, exactly. That's a heavy hitter right there. Judy Gold tonight at 8 o'clock with Don Sill. And then Don and I will be in here tomorrow night for live from the green room. We're hoping to get Ismo in here. I'm sure Joe Curry will stop by. Linda Marcus Smith will probably come in and sit on our laps. And there you go. So that's everything. Enjoy the rest of your day. Thanks for hanging out with us. Thanks to Rosie, of course, and to Tom and Fremder, of course. And everybody have a great day, and we'll see you guys later.